It was somebody who was just like not doing it at all. It was just kind of doing an interpreter dance.
Making it up.
Yeah.
They were not. They had no. They knew no.
It was at a government press conference. I can't remember where it was or if it was ours. But the people who sit out the venue didn't look into the company at all. That they were
didn't vet them
at all. Basically just said. Basically hired a company that wasn't really qualified in any way. Didn't have any of the permits for an official, because you have to go through extra testing. You have to have multiple certifications to do that level of an event as an interpreter. They just didn't check for any of that, and so just basically some random guy who had been faking it, doing stuff for basically low budget concerts and stuff like that. He was just in there just waving his hands around, and it was
just a warm box.
It's
really
so
bad.
weird.
Can I have those M&Ms, please?
Oh my gosh, I totally forgot. I'll be right back.
Oh, I was hoping you had some new goodies.
Oh, there's something in the car.
As far as I know, it only happened once, but I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it's happened a couple times,
He must have done it more than that one time.
Oh yeah,
the guy that
I think
did
they
it,
found out he was doing it for really low budget events, small comedy clubs and small concerts and stuff like that.
Because it's a skit.
Where
It's a
basically
joke.
nobody showed up and they're too far away where they couldn't complain, kind of a thing. And he just happened to get away with it, and then somehow booked this and was just I guess I'll just fake it in front of the general public as I'm on television.
Oh my gosh,
I don't know.
that's fun.
Yeah, that was bad PR for sure.
You want me to get napkins out or something?
I'll grab the paper towels. Fixed it. Ta-da!
Done for donuts. Those things are dangerous.
Yes, they are. They're the best kind of danger.
Ooh,
You want one, OJ?
my middle name is Donut. I mean Danger. Yeah, I'll have one.
Something about my middle is donut.
Something about my middle.
That's a shape I'm described as.
It's a shape.
Mm-hmm.
It's a shape.
Yeah, of course I'm in shape.
You're known to wear a donut.
I remember to turn mine on today.
Yay.
There we go.
Did you forget last time?
Probably not last time, but I think a couple times ago. I never got around to turning it on.
It's the thought that counts.
Takes a special skill to be able to do all of that.
I thought special skill was your middle name.
Special. Oh, special.
Special.
It's just special.
Okay.
Just special.
All right. Everything's locked in over here.
How come that's gotten such a resurgence recently? In the last 2 weeks, it's come back in full force.
That's the best part of the raid, getting locked in.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we should have been. Plate 1 locked in, plate 2 locked in. I should have set up those call outs.
Yes. We would have done it if you just told us that's the rules.
Mm-hmm.
We just follow whatever you tell us to do.
It's so much easier. I remember that.
I'm glad we were able to turn around and do it 4 more times. It was 4 or 5 more times right after that.
Yeah.
That
And just beat it.
the sisters were harder. They seemed harder.
Oh, we were still getting used to just the basic.
I bet if we went back and did the sisters, would be like, oh, this is easy. Yeah, it was the first time.
Because there's a lot more you have to be paying attention to it to kill. Especially for our position, there's a lot more for us to do because we got to try to handle and keep track of ogres and knights.
Yeah.
Because while it's the play people are supposed to do it, it's like there's so much going on that you have to.
Well, Wes
try to
over
help with
here,
it.
he didn't do the kitty corner night. He did the night that was on his side.
I was just doing things on
So
my side.
I was just like, I'm like, I didn't know which one he already killed or if I missed it and it ran off somewhere.
Oh.
And so I was like panicking sometimes. And you're
Yeah.
like, no, I already killed it. I'm like, okay.
Well, it's after I lost 2 bombs, I was like, I'll just kill both of them.
Yeah.
Even if I'm on the plate, I'm just like,
Yeah.
because I'm using the call anyway. So it's like 3 shots at that guy, 3 shots at that guy.
Yeah, I'm constantly.
Let's just move on.
Any knight or ogre I can see, I'm
Yeah.
helping kill.
The problem was
entire
when
time.
I was taken. I'm like,
Oh,
I
that
can't
was,
kill
I think,
either
the
of
problem
them.
because I couldn't figure. Yeah.
When I'd get taken, I'd be like,
And I don't know if I wasn't paying close enough to Schooler. I don't know if he was always trying to kill the killie. He probably didn't know to kill the one
I don't know what
opposite
anyone he
because
was
that would have been
killing.
his.
uh-huh.
And so I don't think he was killing the one on his side because I was always killing that one.
Yeah.
And
I don't
so-
think he was killing the other one.
I finally got to the
Like,
point
oh,
where
well.
I was rotating on both sides. Like I would help with
Yeah.
with my side, and then I would start rotating over to be like, is
Yeah.
there a knight just running amok over here somewhere that like escaped?
Yeah.
Especially if I saw that one of your 2 plates was taken.
And
I was
I
like,
could-
okay, there's a shortage over here.
Yeah.
I should try to go maybe help deal with the chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you guys got a lot more. Well, I don't know if it was actually a lot more of the shield guys,
Oh.
but
It felt like it.
it almost looked like it as I was coming over. Like I don't know if I was just dealing with ours really quickly because I could focus on that.
That's the
or
clump
if you
that
had more.
must show up near the middle-ish. Near the middle-ish of the area, right? The shield guys, I think, show up kind of more towards where the
I don't
sisters
know
are.
where they were coming from, but there it felt like a lot more. So like I clear a bunch, and then suddenly there's just a bunch again, right? Like they were spawning there or something.
We always had 4 that would spawn, and then like 4 or 5 little guys, each like plate run.
Yeah.
But it felt like either felt like you guys were getting more.
It-
So I'd go over and there'd still be like a whole bunch just like
Yeah.
causing you mess with the knight. And be like,
Yeah.
oof, I gotta help with this.
Yeah. There were things that spawned with the night where I had to eventually just ignore them and just target the night if I was around. But after we figured it out, I started getting really stupidly aggressive. I was like, I'm void bombing ogres and then throwing my void grenade at the other one, and so they'd both just die, like as they're spawning. Like, all right.
There's
where's the
actually a
knights?
bug that could cause, right? Where Patty was mentioned something about that.
It's
Where
in
like,
the totems room.
oh, it's a different room. Oh, okay.
So in that room where we're doing the like rotation,
Oh, okay.
if you don't let the ogre fully come out and step foot in the room completely, he can lock into the floor and you can't kill him and he'll just go after you.
Oh.
Actually, no, you might be right. It might be
I thought because I thought he was mentioned it again.
no, because
like,
the one in the
something-
totems comes through the door. It doesn't come out of the ground.
He comes to the door.
Yeah, so you're right.
Well,
There is a bug that can
he
happen
shows
if you
up
don't.
because he shows up. The model shows up this long before it starts. Coming
Yeah,
out
so
of
like
the
if you
floor.
kill it
Yeah.
when that flashes above the ground, I think that's bad.
Right.
Yeah,
and
he'll get
my
locked in, you
problem of
can't
getting
spawn
to
the
the
bomb.
middle, I found, was because I was Nova bombing my guy, and so the bomb was staying as far in the corner as it could get, and I didn't have enough time to run all the way into the middle under the shield. So sometimes I was going, okay, I've died the last 2 times trying to get to the middle. Let me let the ogre just come out a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, now void bombing.
Yeah.
So for my benefit and those watching us that might not know.
Oh, sorry.
Hey,
What the
welcome to
hell are
the
you
stream.
talking about?
Sorry. The Destiny 2 raid.
Okay.
Sorry.
We're really good at this. Context.
The Destiny 2 King's Fall raid.
We're really good at context.
Oh my gosh.
And I think we're looking for blue ogres or something.
Didn't we find?
We have
Giants.
to fight.
Wait,
Oh, yeah. That's right. We're stuck in a
We
fight.
do because of.
Mm-hmm.
we have a fight.
Oh,
We need the objective before we come back here. There's some kind of objective of finding
Well-
we got to find the old bird, the bird of ancientness.
And we found out that we just kind of ran past all this stuff without doing any of this stuff on the map. So after we do this fight, we have to backtrack.
Because those might have been,
I think we already talked to this guy again, didn't we?
yeah, and we can't do anything.
Yeah, it was just that we need to do like this event, no. That's the blue die
That's
one.
the blue die.
So we just need
And
to do
we lost die.
So we just need to do this one and this one.
Yeah.
What life points are you guys all at? I'm at 10.
I'm at 11.
11.
Really? Okay, so
Yeah,
very
we're all
similar.
right.
We're all even.
Okay, well this first one you lose 3 life points no matter what.
Oh, if we leave.
You still have armor.
I can
Oh,
do
the fight.
Who's got?
Sorry.
Who's still got armor?
So OJ still has armor.
3, 4, 2.
Do we need to use this to hit him at some point? Like, do you want this to?
Well, it's
Oh, they're not too bad.
except for
Well, so the
this.
chain ones.
You guys only
chain
have one
one.
magic swirly.
We only have one swirly.
Okay.
Oh, there's a chain 02. How are we? You could do that with just with fists.
But he can't draw. Oh, he can draw cards. There's just none of them count.
Well, they
Right.
count towards.
The symbols would count, just none of the
If
stars.
he even draws 3 fists, that thing's amazing. right?
Yeah.
It's the swirly that makes.
Whereas
it
mine,
really
the
crazy.
fist, I only get 1 star with 1 fist.
Yeah.
And I don't have any fists, so it's much harder for me to do that.
So maybe you do the last one.
But unless you want to take.
I
use
could do
your-
like the
use-
first one
The
Use
success
your-
rate
and
really
take
isn't
damage.
that high.
Yeah.
Use your because you have
Use my cloak to
you have armor to
block
take,
it.
to take that damage.
Yeah.
Because then you only have to.
I should use. Oh, I could. No. That takes 2 to block.
But you just need a symbol.
I should do one of the other to block one of the damage. Yeah.
So chain 1, success 3.
All right. Let me get my glasses out. I'm getting serious.
You mean you're doing reading today too?
Well, maybe. I don't know. 3 damage? I don't want damage. Can I could actually gear up with both of these
Yeah.
and use whichever, because they have different keywords. Use whichever one I think will help me block it. And then have to chain 1 do 3 damage. Should I use the... If I got 3 penguins...
Well, you want the penguins to block the damage. Right?
Yeah...
I guess it depends.
I'm just
But
worried
that
about
thing can get you an extra chain though.
If you
saving
got-
this for
if you
something
got
else.
At least, if you got at least 2 penguins, you get +1, and then
I have a lot of penguins.
Chain 2, success 3. You
well,
draw a handful of
if
penguins.
if you did do a penguin, you could do 3 stars, take no damage. That would be it. There's a lot you could do. You just need penguins.
Yeah.
Because then you could, or you could do the +2 chain. And
So yeah,
have
I say I
leftover
try to go for this, and then if all else fails, I have this as a backup. Oh no, I have
Well,
to pick
you
one
have to
weapon.
gear
I
up.
You have to choose to gear up.
have to
with-
pick one of the weapons.
Well, see, with that you need a fist. So how many fists do you
Right.
have?
So I'm just saying, how badly do we want to save this? And is now the time to use this? I feel like we want to save that a little bit.
Yeah.
I feel like we're still early into this.
Yeah.
So far,
Probably.
you've only spent 3 penguins and 1 fist.
Okay, I've got a lot then. Let's try this, and I'm gonna actually use a lot of cards. Probably use
Chain
twice
2 to get 3 successes.
twice the amount that I need, just to get all the
Try to nail some
penguins.
penguins.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's try this. So,
Yeah, if you got like 3, 4, 5 penguins, you're golden.
so that would be probably just barely enough stars if I could chain them all. Let's just do twice that. Why not?
Don't forget, you could always use that too. Right? Your confidence.
That's true. And then you're gonna probably do the middle one, the next one.
No, he's going to do the last one because he'll be able to do the 6.
Yeah, maybe that's.
Or no, it's not
It's
6.
only
it's
two.
only
It's
2.
only 2.
Oh, then yeah, maybe he does the next one. I
But-
thought it was 6 for some reason.
So if somebody can come up with
I mean, I could try to do that one.
plus,
All the
basically you
chain
need, like,
0 is
either
the
free-
problem.
Either you need 2 free stars or
An extra chain. An extra 2 chains would be
Okay,
good.
well that
I think every
Using
weapon
it-
adds a chain.
if you
No.
use an axe, you got it. You can use the axe right away and just get 2 successes.
If I have if I draw 2 fists, I don't have as many fists as you do.
I feel good about spinning these. All right, let's go
Do it.
for it.
Okay, there's 1 fist. Penguin, 2 penguins,
Oh my.
3 penguins. Perfect. So 1 penguin could give you.
Well, you've got 2 successes, right? Or you got chain 2.
If you do a
If you
chain
chain
2,
two, You've got 3 successes.
right here, right there,
That's all you need.
You spend all of your penguins.
and then
To
and then
protect
the,
yourself.
and then the rest of the penguins. Yeah. So 1 penguin here.
Oh
for
yeah.
the +1.
You
No,
really-
that doesn't even require penguin. Just this the star does.
Right.
So I
Right.
could use all 3 of the penguins.
Right.
Yeah, you nailed it.
Here.
You
Yeah,
drew just
exactly.
the right cards you needed.
So you take
You
no
did it.
dam-
No
you take
damage, and we did it.
damage. Good job.
All right.
Yeah, that last penguin, man.
Booyah.
That was it.
So a chain 1, success 4.
So this is the one
Okay.
we need the axe for.
If you can do, right? If you can do 3 fists,
3 fifths. 3 fists.
right? If you use the axe and just rely on the 3 fists, that is really all you need.
I don't have to roll or anything. right? I'll have to roll for one of these. That's fine.
Oh yeah, did all your equipment survive? Because you
Yep,
succeeded.
it all
Those are all failures,
It all
right?
survived. One of them is just I always have to roll it for my
I
cape.
need 3 fifths. What I need to do is count how many fists I have in my entire deck. Start counting that way. Then we have to do the same. Same thing we did.
Start counting cards. The Tunisino's going to ask you to leave.
Just because I don't know how many fists.
Oh, I can use my
That's
unleash
probably-
and do the last
That's
one.
a lot.
Wait,
you
that's
still
a lot of cards.
You can still fall back on the magic. If you
Oh, I've
have
got
to.
the last one easy piece of cake. I didn't realize. I got this 3 fists and I just used this. And that's 3 stars.
You've got.
So I
you
can
don't-
hit the,
don't
I
think
can
you
do
need
the
that
last
many
one
cards.
piece of cake. You just have to do whatever you want here. You don't have to worry about the last one.
You gonna take that many cards to get 3 fists?
Well, maybe those then.
You have any backup at all?
No. Nope.
Okay.
There's one. 2.
Uh-oh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, thank you.
Nailed it.
Just enough.
So I only take 1 damage.
And discard this.
Oh, he beats it outright? We don't have to do the
Yeah.
last one?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. Work it for me.
I need to
Just
double
say
check
I
it.
could put any of these back.
No, it's
No.
just like, how do you get the 99 card out of that? I don't think it's worth taking the damage to get the Hope Reborn out of it.
No.
Phew. Okay.
It's more like a pity hope reborn because you had failed.
All right.
It sure seems like it.
1, 2, 3.
Well, yeah, or you fail that first one.
Oh, and drop all the way down.
You have to fail in order to get the Hope Reborn on that one. 123?
Mm-hmm. I can take
Really?
a step back to do the thing over there.
Trees spread their long and twisted roots near a stone wall. You swear that you see them writhing like snakes at times.
Ooh.
That is a
dead
dead
end.
end.
So maybe we go into there first, do those, and then back out.
We've seen all of the tiles.
Well, yeah. There's two things we haven't done.
And we
I honestly don't even know if we did that. Did we do that?
I don't think we did. No, there's some about that colored thing. Yeah. No,
Okay.
that is the site of like a massacre or something.
So we for sure have two things. We already talked to this dude. We still have two things on the tile we're on we haven't done yet.
Did we not do this one?
No.
Weren't these guys painting something and making paintbrushes out of birds?
No, the chicken paintbrushes was a random card we
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it was a
Rando.
exploration.
I'm gonna explore that.
Okay.
Besides, by the way, what does that help us? What is it?
I eat it.
Oh, we should eat. We should eat whatever that is first.
Does that help
Please
us
be
with-
the exhaustion one.
No, the confused.
Be the confused one.
that one.
If you're ill,
Somebody's.
I'm confused.
Nobody. We're just confused. Okay.
If I pretend to be ill, can I eat it?
are those these?
That's something people really
I
do.
don't know.
Like as you were saying it, I was like, wait.
Maybe.
People do that.
No, those are like.
That's a problem.
Okay.
Nice.
I think that's
What
our
about this
only.
one? What about that?
Are those these?
This might be.
Those kind of look like it. Those let us unblock a card. But you have to return a keyword with blessing.
That's. It looks pretty close.
I think that's it.
So that, but
you
that
can
just
trade a
gives us.
blessing to unblock a card is all.
That's okay. That's not that.
It's probably not that useful. Okay, you were doing. You were
I'll do
spinning a card on that.
3, 4, sure. Oh, my reflex.
Really.
A skeleton and its weapon lie near a mound of earth. You are about to pick up the weapon when you realize that the mound is actually a gigantic anthill. Alright, so grabbing action. You need 0 cards, no 0 card minimum, no chain, success 3. Or we give up a provision. $2.99. That's gotta be like a weapon or some
Yeah.
kind of.
Something like that.
Or you give her
Probably.
And
Provision?
replace it with a,
I don't have one.
banish this and replace it with a 3, 3, 4. And we'll have 2 provisions.
Interesting. Okay.
$2.99. I don't know. What could we get?
What's
I
the
don't remember
skill
what
of
it's doing
the
now.
hand?
Do you have a grabbing hand, MJ?
Are you a
I
little
don't.
bit- are you
Not
a
that
little bit
grabby. Well, how grabby? I don't have a grabby.
Well, that old lady's grabby.
Yeah.
I don't know. Would it be worth it? I'd be giving up food. I don't know.
I mean, what's
$2.99.
do you like lose a bunch if you fail? Because you just like 4 cards just to try your luck for 3 stars. I'd be willing to do that.
You just have to. No, you could put one back in your hand. That's the worst.
I'll try my luck for 4 cards.
Yeah, the worst is we don't get it, and then
Unless we're desperate to get it.
what is $2.99 anyway? Because like all of
I
these.
assume some kind of item,
See this? It's not.
Yeah, it's an item.
some sort of
Like, this is a
some level of
$2.99.
item.
Let's see. This is a 4.3. These are high. That's a 199.
So yeah, for a good item,
Axe is
I'll
special.
try 5 cards. I'll do it if nobody else wants to.
Yeah, go ahead. Easily, you got it. 3 stars.
Yeah. And I can put one of these back in my hand.
Yes, and actually no.
No,
Only when
only if you fail.
Oh.
So 299 card. Maybe let it be good. Let it be good. Oh, I get to choose.
A hatchet. Very interesting looking hatchet.
Mm.
Okay.
It's like a 3-prong hatchet.
Ooh.
And then a 3/4. We banish that, please.
Thousands of insects swarm around the anthill. You have never encountered such large and aggressive specimens before. Surely the mutation has something to do with the necrodruidic vegetation.
Surely.
Mandatory. If you do an exploration or movement from
There's a penalty
like
then.
these, both either of these tiles, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
During the draw step, you have to draw 2 additional cards. If you reveal at least 1 reflex card, you manage to avoid the ants and take a 150 card. Otherwise, several ants manage to bite before you get rid of them. You block 1 card with the keyword companion, or take a 003 card.
Wait, what?
So if you do any exploration, we're not doing any more exploration.
But movement.
But if we do movement on this tile or this tile,
Well,
you
that
have to draw 2 extra cards.
It's costly. And if you don't draw reflex, you block a companion.
Yes. Or take a 003.
Which was
What the?
probably exhaustion.
Ill? Exhausted?
Oh, maybe ill.
ill.
Because like the ants get you.
Yeah. That's pretty bad.
That wasn't worth a hatchet. I mean, the hatchet's a projectile, but
You disturbed the ants.
Sorry.
I disturbed the ants.
Is it projectile?
It's a projectile. Uses penguins, which I don't have a lot of. But
It is a funky looking axe.
it's a very
Like
funky looking
obsidian.
axe.
Oh, is it better than that?
Yeah. 1 penguin for 2 stars. Not as many abilities you could use. Maybe you ought to take this.
Take the axe.
It's going to cost you a card to take it from me.
Oh, look at that. It's a nice little. Oh, it's weapon and not. Isn't that one secondary?
Yeah, it's secondary projectile. It's a weapon and projectile. So maybe not as useful because you can
Yeah.
use this as well
Yeah.
as your other things.
Dang. Well, I don't know.
I'm going to look around at the 406.
Okay. Careful of the ants that I released.
Great. There's nothing we can do about him now. Dang it.
Hey, the symbol for this scenario is what?
A bird man
person?
silhouette.
No, it's a silhouette of the man. Yeah.
It's not the man one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that
Okay.
one.
A grimacing blue giant is sitting in the grass,
This is our
absorbed
objective.
in the contemplation of their enormous foot.
These are my kind of people.
Simple.
They have not noticed your presence.
Nice foot.
If you have at least one objective card, and each involved character has a card with the keyword friendly, flip this. Otherwise, it would be best not to bother the blue giant right now.
Oh, that's right. We're waiting to.
We need an objective card.
Friendly.
Yeah, we're still waiting to talk to this guy till we get an objective as well, huh?
Yes.
Great. Now I have 2 people we gotta talk to with
So,
it. How freak do we get an objective?
So we got to come back to this one and got to talk to that guy.
Where's Birdman at?
So,
Somebody
because I did the ants, maybe I should
needs to go down
move
there.
either down or back up.
Well, I can
move.
just go do it.
It's going to cost 4 cards to move.
It costs me less cards
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay.
because
Yeah. You are in shape.
oh crap, do I lose this because I had this first? When do those things apply?
If you have a card with the keyword weaken,
I had this before getting the weakness.
So it doesn't.
I think that stuff applies when you draw it.
When you draw it, right? Okay.
And it's all the stuff in the box. Well, I guess I can.
Because
draw
I
more.
can ignore all these extra drawings.
You'll still block your companion.
I'll still lose Radko, but I think that's okay. I think with what's going on, he's not.
We're all going to lose our companion.
He's not
just
useful
moving out of
this
here.
point. I think I can go down there with the least cost and look at these two, and then come back.
Do you want help with something that happens during those?
Have fun.
I'll join you. It'll cost me 1 less card.
You know, yeah. Let's see.
Well, the problem is that the bad ones, there's not a let's wait and see. It's
Right.
well, now you're stuck there and it's happening to you.
Yeah, and I may go unconscious, and you've learned a lot.
Okay, yeah. If you feel like you can do it solo, go
But
for
it costs 4 less bodies and companions for me to just go scout it,
Okay,
Okay, go.
go for it.
right? So I can do this
At no cost.
with this.
Wait, you get if it's selected, return this. Oh yeah, you can only use it once. Shit.
Yeah. That's okay.
Lame.
But that's fine. So now I'll just look at like 218. And we just hope for the best. Right?
Okay. So at work, my like bosses.
Your work
bosses,
stories are not nearly as fun anymore.
They're not nearly as
By
exciting.
the way, you've really been letting us down
I know.
on work stories.
I know. They're just not nearly as good as they were at that last place. But like my boss's bosses were like visiting. It was yesterday. And so like the whole office was like in a buzz to like make sure everything was looking good, and we were showing them around and
Were
stuff
you
like
dressed
that.
appropriately?
I was dressed appropriately.
Okay.
Luckily, I didn't offend them with my beard or anything like that. But
You tucked it into your button down?
yeah, I just tucked it right into my shirt.
Okay, good.
So funny.
That's business casual. Button down with your beard tucked in.
Just tucking my beard in my collar because you can't see my collared shirt. So there's no proof I'm wearing a collared shirt unless you look at the sides.
Right.
My sister was helping me buy
So
clothes.
she's like, and it would look really good if you just. Well, it doesn't really matter with you because of your beard. I was like, yeah.
Yep. But if you tucked it in,
It only matters. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna send my sister a picture because she always wants like fit updates. So she helped me.
She'll ask like, "What are you wearing today?" She'll like demand a picture.
I should just tuck in my
this
beard.
is the
and,
youngest
like,
sister, isn't it?
Yeah, it's my younger sister.
Yeah.
Yeah. I appeased her by taking them. But anyways, bosses were visiting, and they were all like having these big meetings where all the employees were invited to like introduce the team, but I wasn't allowed at any of them because I'm a contractor,
Oh.
not an employee. And one of them, at the very first one that he was talking about, I like messaged my boss where I was like, I didn't get an invite to that. Was I supposed to? And he's like, oh, I'm so sorry. It's employees only and you're a contractor. Like he was like feeling really bad about it. And I was like, it's totally fine. I don't have to go sit in like an hour and a half long boring meeting. It's totally fine.
As a government official,
And then like another meeting would come. He's like, I'm so sorry you're not invited to that one. He's just feeling so bad. And to like make it up to me, he like had me fill out the form for like the lunch they were buying people. He's like, I'll just get one for you. It's okay. Like hush hush, don't tell anybody. I'm gonna sneak you a lunch from the meeting, kind of thing, to like make me feel like way better. I was like, oh, okay, thanks, that's amazing. Like trying to make him like feel like he really did me a solid by getting me like this really
Basic lunch.
basic crappy
sandwich,
like
bag of
mass-
chips, and a cookie. That's what we were always given in a styrofoam box.
this little
Half a sandwich,
little box.
bag of chips, and a cookie.
Oh, it was so
Did you
funny.
get a box of chocolate milk?
He felt no, but it gave me like a little tiny cookie. He felt so accomplished by like sneaking that in for me, and I just like had to pretend like it was the greatest thing in the world.
Yeah, you gotta
That for
pretend
me.
like He really did it.
He felt.
He really pulled.
He felt so bad.
You're gonna be like, I haven't eaten this well in months.
He's been, no, it's just like all is forgiven.
This is amazing. I love today. Oh, it was so funny how apologetic he was that I wasn't invited to the meetings.
Oh.
Anyways.
Wow.
A blue giant is rolling on the ground, wrestling a huge root that is trying to choke him. Despite their impressive struggle, the outcome of this confrontation is not very doubtful. If you are going to intervene, you had better not waste any time.
Sounds like you better intervene.
Looks like I have a mandatory fight on my hands.
I knew this was going to happen. And this is going to be the thing that gets us the objective. And you're going to fight the vine.
Okay, all right. I may not be...
You do have to...
Oh, this guy's already...
You have to do all of that fight. Oh, at least the chain is high.
Yeah, it made it...
That's
I mean,
not gonna
that's
be too
acceptable. This
Yeah.
is...
Chain 3, chain 4.
I've got a blue giant on my side.
Yeah,
Well,
but
on your
you're
side.
low on cards.
I am, and my reflexes won't count. But other than that, I'm doing great.
Oh, did you roll?
No. Okay, here we go. Oh, wait, let's roll for this guy.
Yeah.
What I really need to do is I need to go back into the VODs and find all my stories from my last job and
Ambush.
just do like a compilation of
There's
Yeah.
no ambush.
like the amazing job stories I had.
What is tough 2?
There's not as many
Brutal.
VODs as I thought there would be. I
actually
feel like we're
gonna
doing this a
maybe
lot,
work
but
me
like,
over a little bit. During each result
Maybe
step,
20.
ignore X successes
but they're really long.
and brutal. During each consequence step, if the action fails, roll a die. If you roll a 1, block a selected card with armor or shield. If you roll a 2, block a weapon. Okay, so I've got to roll 2 extra successes. I've got to draw 2 extra successes
Oh, shoot. Okay.
per step. If I win the first step, though, I skip right to the end.
Yeah.
So if I just put it all out there,
So you gotta get 5 total for that.
That would be nice.
If you do it all in one way.
right?
Okay.
So we will gear up. That's pretty much all of that.
I still think my favorite is the network shelf that I found like hanging
Hanging.
like off of like one screw in the network room.
Gosh.
I think that was still my favorite.
With like a blade server or something like
It was like a big network switch closet thing that was like mounted to the wall, except it only really looked like one screw was in and it was like bent hanging off the wall. Like the expensive new server equipment they had spent like 3 months trying to figure out how to plug into the wall.
Who knows how many thousands of dollars.
Was there one where, like he was like hanging just by the cables? There was a time when like something like that was happening,
that's
right?
And not the patch cable.
Something
the
was like just
actual
dangling
rigid
with the
cables.
cables.
The cables were holding it or something.
Something was holding. Yeah. It was. I think I took a picture of it. Let me see if I can find it. I think I took a picture of it that one
It was the
time.
power. It was the power.
It's like the
power cord. It's
power
still plugged
outlet.
in.
Oh my gosh. The ultimate like trip over cable. Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna recover a little bit first.
Jeez.
It was so bad. And they had been struggling to like get the equipment there, and like it was missing from shipments. And then like the first guy they brought in to like install the stuff onto it like failed, and it was like months of like just trying to get them plugged into the wall.
How hard can it be?
Oh, here it is.
For real.
Chain 3. Successful.
Oh, so it really is just.
Oh my gosh.
It was like all that equipment was about to like rip out of the wall and just fall
Yeah,
to its death.
Yeah, and that's like it's far enough off the ground that it would.
And that's easily like $100,000 worth of equipment. Just those like two,
Sir, the
those two
switches.
those two switches are like $100,000.
Oh, look. All those cables though, that would hold something.
I mean, it would kind of maybe hold itself up.
Can I share with the class?
Sure.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So bad.
It's like an entire like cabinet that's falling and hanging down crooked, and that one back screw is like holding it.
Well, you can see the back corner is bent.
Right back there.
It's bent.
Oh my gosh.
Like they had to like rebend it back to like put in the final screw. And it's not supposed to be tilted like that. It's supposed to swing out straight.
Oh.
Like from where I took the picture, you shouldn't be able to see the top of the cabinet. So bad. And that's like a little oven of a closet. So like, even after it was properly installed, it was just constantly baking.
Just
in that
hot
room.
in there.
Oh man, this is the one that was hanging by the cables. Okay, just before it. This is the one that was hanging by the network cables.
Oh my sweet.
Oh wow, yeah.
It was just hanging from
It
the
looks-
ceiling
it
by
looks
the
like
cables.
It looks like just one cable because two of the other of the three are look a little
Oh my
bit.
gosh.
Maybe, yeah, that's
And they wondered why we
Dude,
had
this way
network
just a
problems and why I was constantly complaining about like,
Why is our server always going on?
hey, there's a process we run that's very sensitive to the network having any kind of stuttering. Can you guys just make sure that the network stuff is all right? Yeah, it's totally fine. I go check the closets and that's what I see.
yeah,
Oh my
it's hanging
gosh.
by two cables is all. And those are like the cables you don't. Those aren't even the patch cables, are they? Maybe they are. So they're a little. At least they're a little more durable.
I don't know.
If they're not, then yikes.
So bad.
What did you have to get there, Wes?
Oh, sorry.
Did you
Distracted
did
the
you
room.
get it?
3.
Uh-oh.
Was it chained? What's the chain?
Chained 3. I need 3 successes, but I have to ignore 2 successes.
Oh,
It's okay.
And no fists. Great.
Hold on. But we're not dead yet. We're gonna do this to get to draw 2 more.
Well, if you do an extra chain, right? Or
I'm
already
good.
doing the extra chain.
Well, I can choose the extra chain, especially since I don't have fists. So it's a chained 4, but that still only gets me 1, 2, 3, 4. I kind of need 5.
So yeah, you need one more.
So we'll do this. Those flags are not fists. So it's still maybe 4 successes off a chained 4. That's okay.
Either way, it shifts you down to the next fight. You just lose
Yeah,
some
I'm
more
gonna
cards.
just lose 4 cards. One of these can go in my hand. So let's choose one that'll help.
the next fight.
That could be a good one. That could be a good one. Well, okay. Let's take just a success or a chain. Probably the guaranteed success. Okay. That's all right. But I failed. And if I fail, I roll a die. Kind of another die. Yes. Okay, nothing broke. This is okay. I lose 4 more cards. This is fine. Okay. Chained 4, which is a little bit better.
Same amount of successes.
Same amount of successes. Oh, I'm going to use intuitive. That's not going to be helpful at all. Okay. What we should do is recover a little bit more.
okay. I'm on the edge of my seat. I can break this up with a story.
I'm just reliving memories from my last job and funny stories. I'm thinking about Dude Bro and
So, like, we have customers who like request like to add features that do things, right? Feature requests.
Yeah.
And so there's one that I think a lot of our customers were excited about, and it got released 2 weeks ago. And so like all the CSMs have been like working with their customers to turn it on, get it working. And one of them messaged me and they're like, it's not working. It doesn't do the thing. And I'm like, oh, I haven't had a chance to look at it. And I looked at it and like, I tested it out and it's not doing anything. And so I like asked, I'm like, let me look at the Jira, and I pull it up and like the comments, there was an epic, and even the epic, it's like, we don't think this is gonna do what we want it to do. And then like it's broken up to 2 Jiras, and they're like, we tested we don't know what this is actually doing.
What?
Yeah, right?
And it got released?
So I asked I find a channel that these 2 developers were in. I'm like, hey guys, you don't seem super confident about what this was gonna do. Could you tell me what it is that you decided to do that supposedly adding this feature that they
3
wanted?
successes.
Yeah.
Plus those.
They're like, oh,
Okay.
it's okay. They couldn't
I
get
need-
most of it to work. There's like this tiny little like, just the tiniest piece of it that kind of works every now and then. And so like, it's just the smallest edge case. And then they're like, yep, we've got that feature release all done.
Oh my god. I can't believe it. What? Now you have a bunch of customers that are like thinking that
Yeah, they're like,
that's working.
this isn't the thing we were asking for. It doesn't do. It's like, it's what you've released does this thing 1/5, well,
For the
maybe
edge case?
5% of the times that we wanted it to do. Yeah, it's such a edge niche case that they were able to get it to work. And it's just like,
Oh my gosh.
we can't just turn around and tell them, we've released this feature, because trust me, it's not what they wanted.
Was the edge case even reproducible?
Yes, I did finally, all the tests I was doing weren't that very specific thing, and sure enough, that specific thing does work.
Oh, jeez.
But that's it.
Very specific scenario.
So everybody's confused. You can't have as many hand cards, by the way.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah. I just read that a few minutes ago.
Immediately after performing your recovery, discard all your hand cards.
Oh, shit.
But that's it.
Does yours say something different?
It's not that you just have less.
Yours is different. Yours says the maximum number of cards you may have in your hand is decreased by 1.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
But
mine's
ours
different.
says
Yeah, mine doesn't do
discard after recovery, discard all hands.
What?
You're a different level of confused.
So yours is better than ours.
that.
Well,
I didn't realize there
okay.
was different confusions.
Wait. Mine takes different to get rid of
I'm
too.
confused about being confused.
Well, that's because
Confuses?
this is
Wait.
it's not as you're not
I'm
as
less
confused.
confused.
Don't draw
because
any
it's harder
attention.
to get unconfused.
Yeah, because
I stay less confused more.
You don't want us to focus on what you said?
Not at all.
Can we play that back?
It didn't make any sense.
Clip it.
We'll clip it out.
Clip it. The real way.
Oh boy.
what's the delay?
I barely got that sentence out.
3 seconds.
Okay, let's do this.
It's longer than that. 10, 11,
Okay,
12.
that was doable. Now for my last attack of him, it's 4 cards.
18,
I only
20
need
seconds?
2 successes.
Ooh, that's a big delay.
It's enough to bleep out stuff.
Yeah.
Intercept it live.
If you got somebody at the controls.
It's not that kind of a delay. It's not a delay on my end.
Done. Okay. Read 212.
Okay.
I have saved the blue giant.
Nice.
Ooh, good deed.
I'm not that lucky.
That'd be
There
funny.
are ways to build in a delay on our end, though, to easily do that sort of thing.
212.
Yeah, 212.
If you're playing the big man scenario and you have at least one objective card, which we don't.
The big man scenario?
Yeah.
That is what we're playing. Okay, yeah. Nope.
And each involved character has a keyword temporary friendly, read 206, otherwise 220. Right.
Where were we supposed to get the
We need
objective?
friendlies and objectives. When they see you, the blue giant sneers. We've discussed and starts to frantically pull away. Obviously, they have no intention of thanking you for saving their life. You run away so you do not end up split into like the root. Each character on the active player's turn card takes a 001 card, and if possible, must move their figure to an adjacent turn card. Free movement.
Wait, that usually doesn't happen unless that only happened when we weren't friendly.
He ran away so he didn't get squished.
Yeah,
And last time it was us running away from the giant.
But that was on all the other cards where it involves a giant. That only happened if we weren't friendly. If we didn't have the blue die.
You have to have at least one objective card, and each involved character. We have the friendly.
And
Wait, we do have the friendly? Where is
Yeah,
it?
that's the blue die one.
We're all friendly.
Oh, you're right.
But we don't have the objective card.
Yeah.
Where are we supposed to get it?
I don't know.
Or otherwise read, or if each involved character. I read the wrong one. Sorry. Because if each character.
Oh,
If
okay.
each involved character has a friendly, then I gotta read something different.
okay, I was like,
Okay.
That's
like-
why it doesn't make sense.
I was like, that's totally counter to like every other blue giant thing we've had.
All right, ready?
I guess.
thanking you for saving my life. They say, handing you a leather flask that you drink from without question, so as not to offend them. The powerful drink lights a fire in your blood.
Okay.
Whoa.
Oh.
I'm fiery.
+1 influence.
Okay.
Nice.
We needed some of that back.
And one involved character gains 4 life points.
That's
Whoa.
useful too.
Wow, yeah, indeed. And then you take a 153 card.
We're back. We're back.
Objective.
153.
We're back, baby.
153.
Nice.
Okay. Oh, if you have a card with the keyword weakness, return this.
Oh no.
You probably felt really good for a second there.
I'm not sure.
You should just try to get rid of this. Look. You could
What?
use paper, ink, and quill. Oh, but if you select it, take 150 card and roll a die. If you roll another 2.
I can't afford to lose our ink.
But yeah, that's too bad.
I wish I weren't
You're in
confused.
shape.
Wish I weren't confused.
Well, that didn't give us an objective card, dang it.
It did not.
Maybe this one will.
Uh-huh. Well, hold on. What if somebody
Comes down to help
goes
you.
and does this one? Because the objective has to be one of these now,
Okay, I'll do
right?
it. I'll move.
Except
Okay.
for each one that we're wrong about, there's a section of it going, if you had an objective card, otherwise,
You would think it'd be earlier on, but who knows?
or maybe I am at the end. Maybe it's here in the dead end. It could be this one.
It could. We don't know.
I'll just do this one. It's okay.
It could be either way.
I can survive this. 375.
Oh well, I'm gonna.
He already did it.
Okay.
I'm moving anyway.
Okay. It costs a lot of cards.
I did 3.
Okay. All right.
You can do yours. Though.
260.
You can still do that, and then I did that.
Which one do we think might be the objective?
Probably.
The objective is finding the Birdman, right?
Yeah.
Well, I think.
Was the
We
Birdman
don't know.
supposed to be in this
You already had
region?
an
Or were there
encounter?
2 different things
Well,
we were
we
supposed
gotta
to
move
do?
this way anyhow, so
No, the objective is to find the Birdman.
Why
To
don't
find
you
the
just do
objective
it?
card,
why don't you just do it?
we don't know what that means.
Because we gotta move anyway, so I had to move it. So
Ah,
I did it for the team, for the party.
Okay. It's a special symbol one.
Good.
Okay. We chose wisely. Because there's a gold special symbol one too. It's got to be it.
You want to read out loud?
Trying to think if you guys should all be here. Well, this will be fine. The fresco, the fresco that the Birdman told you about is engraved on a wall, at the top of which a blue giant is sitting.
There is a
absorbed-
wall. If we look closely.
Oh, look, that's exactly the thing we were told to go find.
Oh, we were looking for a fresco? I didn't know that.
I don't know what a fresco is.
Is that like a fresca?
No, a fresco is like a painting on a stone, right?
graffiti.
Like
Oh,
Italian,
yeah.
like an Italian fresco.
You're pronouncing it wrong.
Yeah. But I was thinking fresca. Like, just don't look over here.
You're just talking to somebody.
Absorbed in the reading of a book opened on his knees, they have not noticed your presence. Each involved character has a card with the keyword friendly. Banish a 375 card from the adventure deck without revealing it,
375.
and then flip this. Otherwise, it would be best not to bother the blue giant right now and return this. Okay, well, that's not what I thought was going to go happen.
But that's the fresca.
Wait, we're losing a card?
No, but we're banning the other.
Banish
one.
a green 375.
Yeah, so it's probably.
Of
it's
the book he
probably
was reading?
One of those that doesn't lead to anything. You know, it's like a first step, but this we've already passed it.
Seeing you. Shit, I need a companion. Or did he get blocked? Your companion got blocked anyway. Because you
Is that
moved.
Oh. But
Okay,
you
I've
don't-
got ink.
But you don't. You didn't, did you block yours?
Yes,
You still had to block it.
I've got ink. This will be okay.
Oh, food.
Seeing you, the blue giant jumps to the foot of the wall. For a moment, you fear that they will pounce on you. Instead, they hand you the book, on the cover of which a blue giant is drawn. I'm needing you to understand what this meaning. Unfortunately, the book is written in an ancient dialect, used long before Kellyan replaced it in the Protectorate. If your knowledge score is 15 or higher, it's a chain 2, success 3. Thank heavens. Otherwise, it was chain 3, success 5.
Oh, okay, that's way easier.
Okay, I've
You
got
got
ink.
this.
2 stars.
So I gear up with some ink, an inky trinket.
Yeah.
And I only need 3 successes.
We only need one more.
Yeah, I only need 1 success off of this. It's a chain
It's a
2.
Total of 3,
I only need 1 success, and I've got that anyway.
2.
So then I'm
chain
just
two,
going to use the minimum I have to. Because I already have 3 successes.
Just in case you
Yeah.
have
Oh, wait, before I even do this, let's do intuitive.
wrong flip.
I'm really struggling. So that's going to get me there anyway, right?
Yeah. So just do 2 and
I
you
can
get one
use
more.
I can use less cards than I have to,
So you could just do the 1 and just use the ink.
and use the ink, and I keep that, right?
Yeah.
Bam. Okay. So I succeed.
Didn't give me any
If
of
he
that.
actually succeeds, take a 150 card.
Yeah.
So I'm focused as well.
A 4.
Okay.
Anytime,
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
well, you can return that to get rid of that.
I can
You can return this anytime to get rid of your. You're confused.
because I'm focused. It cancels out my confused.
So
Got there eventually.
That will give you 1.
Hey, play back whatever was he said a few minutes ago. Okay, that actually worked.
Nice. So now we
Read
need-
262.
262.
Can I just do this right now?
Yeah.
Sure.
Right? Just return both of these. I'm okay with that trade. It's a good trade.
The author does not.
That smells good. What did you order today? Oh.
Breakfast.
Where did you get that from?
Village Inn.
It does smell good.
You did a good job today.
Yeah.
The author does not have harsh enough words to criticize blue giants, whom he presents as abject beings, as violent as they are stupid. So what it meaning, the blue giant asks.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
All good things.
Take a 150.
All good.
153.
A
150, sorry, 150.
150. Okay. I'm focused again.
What do you want to do? You have a choice. Tell the truth or lie.
I'm gonna lie.
Because you're friendly. A friend would lie.
I am a blue giant. I'm not going to tell them that this, because I should stomp my feet and tear this up and be angry if I'm a blue giant. So I'm going to lie.
Say it's good things.
Okay, 225. You lie.
Let's make up something.
You make up a believable lie, explaining how the author has spent his life trying to learn more about the habits and customs of the blue giants. I expecting something more exciting. The blue giant replies simply. Take
Me too.
a 049 card. Objective. No. And then read 256. That's 6. You can now observe the mural. Unfortunately, several stones seem to have been removed from the wall, without which you cannot understand the bigger picture. As if noticing what is bothering you, the blue giant intervenes. We taking stones for making our houses. I remembering what painting on the one I taking. I showing you, since you helping me. With a stick, they draw on the ground the image that appears on the stone they took. If you finding my friends who taking the stones, you putting back together the picture on the wall. They conclude before tearing their book apart and leaving. Take his 101 card.
That's objective. That means that's why we're talking to the giant. Talk to the stones.
Oh, brilliant.
A 375.
Okay. You look up as you hear a multitude of wings beating. Wrapped in his feathery flock, the birdman lands beside you.
Whoa. And then take his a 099 card.
After contemplating the fresco, the birdman explains, but you do this one so much better. You be the birdman.
Oh, right. The fresco is incomplete. Several stones are missing. Without them, we won't be able to find the chosen bird. I have a solution. Wait for me here. It's safer. You may not take the following action unless you have 3 or more objective cards.
Nope, we don't.
Alright then. Well, when we're ready, we get to read a dialogue. So, where does this go?
Right next to Green Man.
Very nice.
Okay.
Do I talk to this guy again?
I think so.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
Okay.
if a card is still there to take.
There is.
Well, now we have an objective card now.
Right?
Right.
Do I have to battle another? I don't want to battle another route.
Well, do you want one of us to move to where you are before you do that?
I'm mighty. Shit.
No, didn't you discard the root without looking at it?
Did I have to return it or discard it?
It had you discard a. Oh, maybe that was something
That
different.
was different.
Okay.
I returned it instead of banishing it.
So you're supposed to banish it, is what you're saying.
Yes. No, discard and read 212. I was supposed to discard it. Why did I put it back? Did I is there 2 of them and I discarded one? No. Okay, I just did this one wrong.
So there's not another one of those.
Oh, so there's no 218.
No.
Right, give me 260.
So you can't go back to him?
Nope.
Oh no.
Missed our chance on one of the objectives.
Oh.
Like, did we do it in the, oh, maybe there's multiple chances. How many stones?
Like if we have more than the objectives we need, we get something extra or
How
something.
many stones are missing?
I thought you said 3.
hell?
2 stones.
Are you sure we didn't do 260?
Maybe we did. I mean,
Alright, play last week's bat.
Can we review how far back could it possibly be?
Not that far.
don't see it there.
It can't be this far back. Okay, where is the 260 card?
There it is.
Behind. Oh, wait, there's multiples. So 263 got put back in the wrong place. Pick a number between 1 and 2.
1.5.
2.
I'll let your answer better.
I think.
A few steps away,
There
a
weren't
large bird
many
is
options.
pecking at the ground in search of grubs. If you move any closer, the prey will probably fly away. You might try to hit it with one of the few stones that litter the ground. Discard all 260 cards from the deck without revealing them. If you'd rather go on your way, discard this. Otherwise, during the following action, consider you have selected the card with the keyword projectile.
This is you. Oh, you're just gonna hit a bird. Some bird mate.
Consider you selected a card with the keyword projectile. What does that mean? Consider. So whatever I end up drawing, or I could gear up with anything and pretend. it's
Basically, it basically means
projectile.
I couldn't use this hatchet during that action because I would have already had a projectile.
Mm.
Chain 1, success 3.
Oh, and it's not an attack.
Yes. So
Okay. But that means, I think it's trying to say you can't use.
The slingshot has like a target symbol on it, so you couldn't
so
use
you
the
can't use
slingshot.
the slingshot, basically.
Or if you had another card somewhere that was saying if you have the keyword projectile, you can do this or
One.
whatever.
There's no way I can do that because there's no one card that has 3, at least for me, that has 3 successes.
Yeah.
I guess that's the option for going your way,
You're
right?
probably just going to miss.
Go
You
your
just-
way, discard it. So I gotta
Now, do we want to do a little bit of like a daisy chain? Where,
right to keep the cost down. Yeah. we
in
should.
case we have to either get back to Wes or Wes needs to get up to us to like leave.
Yeah.
Oh.
Or you guys find the
Is
stones
it my
and they
turn?
just magically appear in my hand and I put them in the fresco.
Yeah, we need 2 more objective cards.
Right?
And we know one of them's here, and the other one is where?
Closer we talk to.
Was it the one
Yeah.
on this tile with us?
Well,
Yes.
it was
It was that one right there.
It's this one.
So maybe we talk to that one first.
So talk to this one and this one.
Okay.
so you
We
wanna do
don't
that?
know about this one. Somebody needs
Yeah.
to do
Seth,
406.
you're gonna need to
I'm gonna have to.
recover soon.
That's all right. I'll chit
It would
chat.
be better to just go up, all the way up, and then over, because it
Yeah.
wouldn't cost as much to go with this.
That's
Yeah.
true,
If we just went all the way, if I just
But
went
I
all the way up
think
and over.
Leapfrog, like
Yeah.
you say,
Yeah.
if we put one person there, it's gonna not.
Well, even if I just go up to here and then move into here, do this and move back,
Yep.
it'll still be better because
Yeah.
there's no cost penalty more than normal going between those two.
I
So
chit. I
Is
chat.
somebody spinning their card on this one?
Oh, does it cost me a card?
Yes.
Okay, I did that. Why don't you help me?
A grimacing blue giant is sitting in the grass, absorbed in the contemplation of their enormous foot. They have not noticed your presence. If you have at least one objective card, and each involved character has a card with the keyword friendly, flip this.
Okay.
Ooh. The blue giant finally raises their head and beckons you to come closer.
Hey.
Showing you their foot. A dozen barbs, each as long as your finger, are stuck in the arch of their foot. Please helping me taking them out. No wonder they are in pain. Fahicker's barbs.
Sorry, what?
Fahicker's barbs are
barbs?
extremely poisonous
Yeah.
and would have killed an ordinary person in no time.
Fuckers, bars. Barbs.
This is
Fuckers.
a medical
Fuckers.
action.
Oh.
I was,
First aid.
I was,
You can administer first aid. Chain 2
You
success
were right
2.
there with me.
Yeah, I was right there with you.
Chain 2 success 2.
What do you think?
I think I could maybe help that with.
Are you good with fuckers?
I'm great with fuckers. I wish I had my other card. That I
Are you
just
sure?
lost
Because you
again.
seem a little confused.
Well, not really sure. So I can up the chain. Is the best thing I can do.
Two.
So if I do
Three,
like
1, 4.
4 cards, I can use 3 of them, and then if I have to, I have a thing that'll allow me to draw another one. Yeah. And then I can use 2 of the flags to get another star, so that gives me. Oh, I don't need to. I got 2 stars. So I passed the first one. I'm gonna go on to the next one, I guess, where it's chained 1, 4 successes.
Yowzers.
So I can get that up to chain 2,
This is where she starts.
and I have to try to get flags, which I don't know how many flags.
That's
I
a lot of
have.
successes.
Come on, Ineal.
Well, you could use
Come on,
you can use your
what?
confidence.
Isn't that her name? Ineal? Come on, Ineal.
Something like
Du,
that.
du, 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 du.
Why don't you
Unless you have a better option.
look? He can
No,
he can chain the he can do a
I
chain
can add a
or
chain.
star.
but I don't have like a better anything else. Like,
So chain 2. You could do your chain 1 there. and
yeah,
then
that
free
adds
star.
another chain.
What?
Well, that does it. I could do it.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
chain.
chain.
So now
And they could do this.
with this.
Is add this chain.
Right. With this, you got chain 2,
Uh huh. And then this
And
would be
then
chain 3 actually.
chain 3, or
Typically have
star.
more than 2 of.
And I could
the
do
other
if I did
symbols,
chain
right?
3 though.
Typically have about like 4 or 5.
You need 4
Not that
stars.
many.
I could get 4 stars with a chain 3.
I don't think you have.
That's not bad.
I think you've only got a couple of the.
You guys look talking about?
I might be able to pull
I'm trying to
this
figure out
off.
how many. I'm trying to guess how many more flags I might have in my deck.
Like, I have
I'd
one
use 2.
swirly in my discard pile. And 3-ish fists. I have 1 cloak in my discard pile. Penguin, I mean. I don't think of the other symbols you've
I
got.
think I have a really
that-
good shot at doing that
you've got
actually.
that many.
Okay, if you think so.
I just need to recover first.
Okay.
Let's
Well, your recovery is worse than mine
why?
because you're confused.
Shit.
You'll lose your hand, I think, if yours is like ours.
Your confusions. My confusion was nicer
Oh, I
than
can't do
Drew's.
that. I don't have such a good.
Well, hold on. You're trying to use the thing in your hand, right?
Yeah, I've got.
You can recover at any point. So you can be in mid-action, use a
Right.
card in your hand,
Oh, so
then recover.
yeah, it'll just get rid of these 2. Is what I understand. So don't worry about.
But it have to be while I'm picking these cards. I only have 3. That's what I need to recover for.
Mm-hmm. If you need more cards to draw.
But you can play a card from your hand at any point. Once a card is played, I don't think it's in any.
Yeah.
I don't think it's in your hand anymore.
Exactly. It's geared up. It's not in your hand. It's not considered a hand
Or
anymore.
am I bending rules?
No.
You
I
can't,
was
these
thinking
can't be
this-
geared up though. They're not part of the.
They're not gear up.
Part of the
They're
gear
part
up.
of resolution, I think.
I thought you could
No.
play them at any point during the action.
Yeah, that's part of your gear up.
No, not necessarily part of your gear up.
It's
You
not
can,
part
I
of
think
your
you
gear
can
up.
play them at any. If it says specifically during gear up
Okay.
or
but-
during resolution or whatever. Like this one says specifically during the reveal or during the result step, I can use this.
Right, which means if they don't specify, you could use them at
I
any
think
point.
if it doesn't specify, you can use it at any point.
I would think,
Which
especially the chain
includes
ones.
gear up. Well, yeah, exactly. I mean, because you want the chains before you reveal.
Yeah.
And I would assume that once you use it, it's no longer.
In your hand.
In your
I would
hand.
agree. So, like, when you do
But-
recover, it's just going to get rid of these two.
I can look it up. Let's see here. See if it says anything about that.
How long have you had this one? Lure of Profit.
I keep this around because
So
almost the
did
whole
somebody-
encounter.
Did somebody get a barter or trinket recently? Have you been remembering?
There
going
was
through
the
this?
axe, but I don't
looks
think
it up.
that's a barter or trinket item.
He checks a lot.
But I don't think that. Yeah.
All right.
When did you get that mirror though? Did you get that mirror from the lake? Actually, didn't you?
Yep.
Is that a barter trinket?
Yeah, it was this.
That would count.
The lake
That
of
would actually
Washington.
Oh
count.
yeah. So did
That
you,
would give us a 049.
Did you remember? Yeah. So we get another 4-9.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's do it. 049, buddy. Just looking at it.
Thank you.
Then we would have turned these in already.
That's an interesting
Fight.
series of words.
You try not to recover.
I want to recover because I wanted to play more cards than just these three. But if I recover, I've got to lose my hand.
It does say, so most effects of skill cards imply discarding them or blocking them. When this is not the case, their effect applies as long as you have them in your hand. So I'm not sure using it takes it out of your hand.
Right.
We've just been physically doing it.
Yeah.
Unless unless it's maybe something like this where you do it and you immediately discard it by doing that action.
Yeah.
If it's one that's just like passively in your hand and gives you an effect during something, you're playing it from your hand. I don't know
Or
what that is.
we could technically say, as soon as you use this, you discard it.
So I don't know.
Okay, so we need
It's not enough cards though.
we need.
I feel like you could interpret that rule to go either
Okay,
way.
we get.
Yeah.
It's a chain 3.
Oh yeah, because it's so 4.
Yeah, it's just not enough. I would have to recover,
Yeah, which means
and I don't think.
technically.
Yeah.
It's a chain.
Chain 1 for success.
Yeah, but with these two, I put up to chain 3,
So you have to draw 3.
but I only have 3.
Yeah, you just have to hit all the successes off that.
Yeah. Okay.
So not unless
You just have to get 4 successes
Unless
off that.
you-
I don't know what.
you can manage something.
Well, my success kind of depends on whether I can pull flags. And my deck has already used 2 flags.
Maybe I can try to fix my
May
confusion.
not
Okay, so plus
have
it's just chain 1 success
more
2,
than one more.
right?
Maybe.
I don't have the hand cards I need to be able to do this easily. Like I would be able to in the past.
But I wanted to use that for the other thing, right?
And I could recover. I lose my extra card I can draw, but that's not the end of
Let's
the world.
see. So
But then that's a bunch of cards that I'm trying to hopefully get.
If you
flag
recover,
off
do
of.
you lose your hand too?
Yeah. I mean, the only thing in my hand that's really useful is the drawing an additional card during the
plus
result step.
1.
I wonder if we know
Your
what a
card like that only lets you
4/7.
have 1, not 2.
At any
Like-
time during the result step, draw 1 additional card.
Oh.
Is yours 2?
Uh-huh.
Oh. Yeah, mine's just 1.
Okay, so you could use that one.
Use
Oh, no,
this.
you can't use it because it's got to be during an action.
This isn't. So if I start
Oh,
doing
that's
this,
an
that's an
action.
action. This would start an
Okay,
action.
But
so
you're
thinking-
already in
you
the
get
middle of an
You
action.
get a.
You can't get rid of confusion in the middle of this.
Oh.
You already started an action. It's not mandatory, but you did start it already,
Well, I mean, technically,
right?
Yeah, we've started this fight.
We've already started
because
it.
he drew it and then you just became involved.
Oh well,
Problem
crap.
of that
Yeah, I was involved.
So how you feeling?
I think you're both gonna struggle to do this second part.
What happens if we don't?
You try again.
Oh. Want me to try first? Just
If,
see.
if it's literally just try again, then
You put a card in your hand and you try again.
Let me try first.
then yeah, try with your 3 cards with what you got in your hand.
All right, and we'll do the whole thing.
Might as
Alright.
well.
There's really not consequences.
Okay.
You're just sitting
We're off to a good start.
picking Fockers out of his foot.
Okay.
So you got 2, 3.
Oh.
Wait.
Oh shit! That does that. So this adds 1 chain, right? 2. So I can use these 2,
Chain 2.
and then I use this. That
That's
is
3.
3.
3.
Genius.
Out of
You need 4.
Oh shit.
You were really close.
I'm not
It's
sure
okay.
what I was doing.
No, but it's okay because you're just reducing it down to 1.
Oh, and then you just come along
Then
and,
it's a chained 1 success 1.
and ship shape.
Yeah.
And that
You
could
do
definitely
all-
that.
you do
could
all
do
of
that
that.
without having to recover.
Chain
and
1
lose
success
hands.
1.
Okay.
And then I just have to get
by
a
the way,
success out of 2
You
cards.
do get 1 put in your
Yeah.
hand.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
This
is the
one
longest.
isn't
Or-
count as part of
It's
that.
not too. That's not.
Are you sure?
No, it's one of these ones that are out that you get to put back.
Okay.
in.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you use one of those to do the next one? Because he has to still draw.
Oh, look, I have
If you-
tickly
if You got a
hands.
free one.
I didn't know I had one that had tickly hands.
Okay, but that doesn't help us.
I know,
See,
but
you're not tickling the blue guy.
well, did we already do the tickling activity,
Yeah.
or is that do we
that
have to go
was-
back to
that was a
it?
while ago.
Dang it!
What?
There was one where you had to use hands, grabbing hands.
Isn't that how we got with all the giant ants?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was me releasing the ants.
So nothing.
Just gonna put that in my hand.
Okay. Yeah, he can't.
So now I just got to get a success from like,
You really only need to like get 1 success on a chained 1.
and I get it chain 2. So just to be safe. Or do we feel like 4 is
4?
overkill? 4 might be
That's a little
overkill.
much.
You've got a change 2 with 1 success.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think you've got it.
barely.
Wow.
Okay. So we now banish this and read 268.
All right. We did it.
These barbs cannot killing me, but they can making me suffering for a long time. You take the opportunity to ask them if they have taken any stones from the fresco. Yes, I using them to building a well, remembering what was painted on it. They describe it to you in great detail. Take the 103 card. And also,
Wait.
He's just telling us what it looked like. Not only does he know what a fresco is, but they're just describing what was.
they're actually not that dumb.
The way
Turns
this,
out they're pretty smart.
but the way this guy talks, he's able to describe something in great detail.
Yes. Yes.
Slowly.
He remembered what's on it, described it in great detail.
But why use many words when one do trick?
Okay.
When fewer do trick?
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Also,
I'm sold.
If it's available, take a 9/9. It's interesting. This is the first time I've seen this. If the latter is available, take a 099 card. Like, why not just say, if it's available, take a 9/9 card?
Yeah.
Fun translation, I guess.
Unless it's saying if the former is available,
Take a 103
it
card.
should be available because that's your objective, right? So we do another 99.
Yeah, I
Did you
pulled
get rid of some?
glimmers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I turned him into a Hope Reborn.
So are these 99s?
Yeah, so we need to spend some of those. Ready?
Should we
Okay.
spend it now?
Spend it now so
You ready?
we can get another one.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody, this isn't going to work really well for somebody.
I feel it.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna recover
Or was that the Denver?
before I move.
I think so. Something like that.
Denver has the peppers, right?
This is really good. It just had like everything.
Is somebody willing to give up a card from their deck
Yeah, what kind of card? Like a provision or? Oh, you mean like a
Yeah. Just
for an
anything,
an action card?
an action card, and I'll trade you a reflex for it.
Yeah, there's gotta be one here that's not that great. That I hardly ever use.
Oh, those are cool.
Oops, I didn't mean to. Yeah, this reflex.
No, keep that.
It's a useless card.
Turk. Useless card. And here's your reflex card to shuffle back into the deck.
I'll hardly use. I really don't use this that often. Well, that's got two fists though. I won't get that one. This one, vigilance.
Okay.
Actually, drop your guard. Can I have that one back? Vigilance.
Okay. Hold on, hold on. I got a different plan.
What?
We gotta choose 2 of these cards. Okay, these are all. We just spent 4 Horp Reborns, so we're doing a few things.
Okay.
Okay. Judicious. It's one of them question mark ones.
It's questionable to me.
3 go into your hand or randomly take up to 3 cards in your discard pile and add them to your hand. Discard this. That's not awful. So 3 cards from the action go into your hand, or you can pick or randomly take 3 cards from your discard pile and put them in your hand.
So 3 from action or discard in your hand.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good, because I got one similar, but it's only like 2, I think.
Telekinesis, so some weird actions, but magic gives you stars.
And 2
For-
magic symbols.
For dodging, grabbing, or muscle.
You could get up to 4.
You can get 4 stars using magic. That seems very magical. Muscular. Using fists, you get 2 extra stars, and it's for things like swimming, climbing, being strong,
2 fists are good.
being more strong.
I like that one.
Methodical. Flags give you 1 into your hand, and you can do that 3 times. That's probably the weakest.
I'd say-
The successes are good on that one,
I'd say the
and the symbol's okay.
telekinesis and
but I think we do this and this.
And not this one?
Yeah,
Okay.
What about
kinda.
the magic
You think
one?
you would put that in your hand?
The magic one sounds sick.
I mean, just the 2 swirlies alone
Dude, that'd be
Uh-huh.
killer.
is amazing for me.
It's great just to have in your deck, but
Yeah.
But like having that as like just if I happen to have that during those actions, it's great. But like just having 2 more swirlies to be able to do my different things
okay.
is amazing for me.
So you guys take that, and me and OJ take these.
Oh, I get something? Oh, that's great.
Nice. Did you hear that, audience?
Shuffle those into your deck. We're
Okay.
a little bit closer to a special card.
Oh, special card.
It's these things.
Wonder what.
Like me and Brandon each have one of these that's like a permanent.
Is it a 4,
I
5,
don't know
7?
what
I'd love to have one of those.
So we're like 5 or 6 Hoverborns from another one.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm assuming I'm the one that's running over to talk to this giant.
Yeah.
Okay, so it cost me 4 cards to get out of 5 cards to get out of here.
And
What?
block your companion.
Oh.
Wait. 5, only 4.
Plus
Yeah.
this.
3, 4.
And then a card to do the move action, so 5.
No, that is part of the action, the move.
So the initial action to move is 1 card. Plus 2 is 3, plus another 2 is 5.
But you're moving to yellow.
Because you're the.
You're moving to a card.
Oh, but I am moving to yellow, so it is only
That's
4.
right.
If one of those is a reflex card,
which I don't think I have. I could keep my companion.
You can keep your companion.
Otherwise, I lose an L. Not lose, block.
Otherwise-
You take the L?
You
Uh-huh.
take the L and block the companion.
I'll take the L, but I can put one of these in my hand. Okay. Do I think...
Pounding that.
Yeah.
It's probably not going to be another heal action, because we just did that. It's probably going to be
Yeah.
a different action.
This person?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
This one's gonna be.
Do you think it's going to be more like a...
sweat repair.
I just got the telekinesis.
I think that one's. I think this one's thinking or swimming.
Fix their fishing pole.
That's my guess.
Probably not a fight. Okay, I'll keep this one.
It's probably.
And then
He threw the rock into the lake,
I do
You have
another
to go
2
get it.
cards.
and now you've got to go get it.
But if you get in that
I
water,
drew this one first,
You won't be blue anymore.
but when you come
which
out,
means
you
I
won't be
can
blue.
and he'll attack you.
reveal the top 5 cards.
Yeah.
And I can pick one and then shuffle the rest back in. Okay, I'm gonna shuffle all these back in. Okay, and then I do 404. Man, I lost the cards I recovered very quickly. Just getting out over here.
If you have at least one objective card and each involved character has a card with the word keyword friendly, flip this.
You cough to attract the attention of a blue giant who stands up, towering over you by several heads. Read 223. He's wearing a loincloth.
Uh-oh.
So
I know where this is going.
You're looking.
How many heads can you see, did you say?
By
Several?
several. I'm in trouble.
Greetings. I trying to putting back together the fresco, which being located further south. You perhaps taking stones from the wall where it be being engraved? You say. You ask them, imitating the location or locution of the blue giants. Yes, I taking stones. I telling you what painting on them. If you give me a mirror. Fudge. I have the mirror.
You're not that far away. I can go back and get it.
I tired leaning over the water when I wanting to see myself. There may be some out there, they say, pointing to an islet in the middle of the lake to the west. But I not
Had to do
know
that
swimming,
anyways.
and the lake being very deep.
You already did it. You already did it.
Okay. One involved character may discard a mirror card. If they do, banish the card that enabled you to read this dialogue, and then read 474.
You're involved, right?
So is it making it sound like I can't come back to this? So I could just come back and grab the mirror from you and run back over there.
Or Drew could just go up there.
Or yeah, or you could just move 2 over and join me on it.
I'll just do that.
Spend 2 cards to come over to me.
Then I become involved.
Yep.
Yeah, and then just me and you do it.
Yep.
2 cards.
That
Well,
you
one,
to-
right? 1 card.
oh 1 card, yeah,
Ready for anything?
that you can keep if you want.
Yeah.
And then you guys just yell to me what you've learned about the drawings on the stones.
And you can relate to bird person.
Uh-huh.
Actually, I do have that ready for anything. I do. It's actually 3 cards, just like that one we got rid of.
Yeah.
So I already had one like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So discard the mirror that you
Mirror.
got,
dis-
and you can read whatever the dialogue was.
discard that. Banish the card that enabled you to read. Which did you do that already?
No.
Okay, banish that, and then read 474.
Oh, I guess that's what would have allowed us to come back. That would have just sat there. We could have come back and talked to him at any
Oh,
time.
it would have just been attached to. Yeah.
Right. You keeping your promise, I keeping mine. The blue giant describes to you what is engraved on the stone they removed from the fresco. Take a 102 card.
Yay!
And then a 99 card.
If there's any more,
I don't know if there's any 99
there's a
left.
ton.
There's a. Yep. They're all right here. All the 99 cards are here.
Man, we've been getting a lot of those.
Wow.
This threat.
We've spent them all. We did all of them.
So now we have the 3 required to talk to Bird Dude again.
Which
Yes.
means,
So
technically,
I do the 375.
Yeah.
we have them, even though
You-
we're not around
Yeah.
you.
Right.
Brendan uses telekinesis, which he has
Which
because
is-
he's magic.
It's true. Telekinesis, baby.
He magicked me the paper.
It's
Telekinesis, Kyle.
Yeah.
Ideas. So
We never killed a yak.
He's
now
shot
that
you.
we're doing this, we're gonna banish this. with
my
3-1.
bullets.
Three
It's a telekinesis, Kyle.
What?
Nothing.
Oh, there's a picture.
What are you quoting?
Sweet.
Doesn't matter.
This is a
Kyle.
fresco.
Kyle sounds like a Tenacious D thing.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
I have good news. You triumphantly announced to the Birdman. Thanks to the Blue Giants, I have managed to reconstruct the fresco that will allow us to locate the chosen bird. You observe the fresco, taking into account the information provided by the Blue Giants. In its center, a majestic bird is shown wearing a crown.
Okay.
In all likelihood, it designates the location of the chosen bird.
Hmm.
Where's the...
Oh wow! So it looks like rocks.
Like that's a map.
Wait, is it? Can I zoom in it?
No, it's this map.
Oh, I see. There is. It's sort of pictures. Sort of tastes like a fresca.
According to the prophecy, the chosen bird will only be able to fulfill its destiny if it has intelligence. We will have to perform the same elevation ritual that we do when the leader of a flock decides to name their successor. With my people's lantern of knowledge, we will expose the chosen bird to its light, so that it will have a conscience. This will enable them to understand what is expected of them and how to perform their task of sitting on the sacred egg. Put the new world back to sleep. We will prepare the ritual while you search for the chosen bird. The birdman and his flock fly away in a whirlwind of wings and chirping, and you set out once more, this time in search of the chosen bird. If this is your first time reading this dialogue, banish a green 347 from the adventure deck without revealing it. Return all objective cards.
Can you keep it together, please?
No.
Such a spaz.
No, I
Just
can't.
making a mess over there.
Yeah, it looks like a map
I'm gonna struggle a lot.
for sure because there's like seas and trees.
It does. It
Looks like
looks
there's
like
markers
it
down
looks
there.
like that's like the bottomless sea.
There's octopus on that one. Look, there's some kind of turtle.
Or alligator?
It just has
Snakes?
flippers. There's a snake. Yeah, another bird. A mountain. There's these. Oh, and then there's
It does
that.
kind of look like the bottom of the sea, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be a
And
map.
all that waterway that goes down that like right side.
Is that like the lake around Kel?
I think
Below
so.
Kel?
It looks.
Wait, does it tell us where the egg is?
And so
Like it
Birdman
could
is at
be.
the center, we think? Or something?
At the abandoned inn? He's under the floorboards.
He's under the floorboard.
I know exactly where he is.
That'd be so funny if that was true. That'd be the best.
Oh my god.
So is that all the dialogue says?
Yeah. And then take a 446.
Are we supposed to like actually use this to figure out where to go?
A 446.
Doesn't say, but maybe 446 must give us a clue.
Hopefully.
Okay.
Unless it's just a. No, it's not a book.
Prophetic fresco. Thanks to the information obtained from the Blue Giants, you have managed to reconstruct the complete image of the prophetic fresco. With it, you should be able to locate the chosen bird.
Look, this looks like an egg on a nest.
When you want to see the visual of the prophetic fresco again, do a thinking action. 2 successes. The memory of the mural is still fresh in your mind. Look at the picture on 311. If you have difficulties locating the chosen bird, you can puzzle around for 9 successes to read 023.
Yikes.
Oh yeah. So this is the egg, that's up here,
The egg's on there?
It
and
looks
this is the
like
broken
an egg.
rock where the mural is, all the way over there.
What?
Yeah. So egg
Okay,
is
yeah.
gonna be up here. This broken rock is the mural thing we just unlocked, all the way over here. This is the bonus C. We went
Yeah.
we went that way to get to
Yeah.
there. That's on the other side of the rock right there. And so, right around here is probably
Like,
the ravine.
This is like the bridge to Kell or something, like right in here somewhere.
Yeah, this is like hell. And so we're thinking that this is the bird,
Yes.
and there's
On the X, it marks the spot.
so there's like happy people over there for some reason.
What? There's no happy people.
Well, I don't know what those are.
That's the Stilts people.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's where the Stilts people are, but those don't look like they're on stilts.
And so this is. Where would this technically be?
I'm just concerned that this Birdman's supposedly been standing in one place for like they
I think he flew in. I think the thing was like he like. Oh, like this magic bird person?
yeah, like they've erected a mural decades ago or cycles ago pointing to where a Birdman has been standing this whole time. And he's just been waiting this whole time.
Maybe he's like,
Do you think it's this puddle?
Wake him up.
This thing over here is the puddle.
Either that or it's this, the Great Sea right here, right? Because before we put this card in here, there's a puddle right here. There's a pond right here.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So I think it's because that's
Like,
and that's
the
where
Birdman's
Kell is,
like-
right?
The Birdman
So I
made the
think
map said, "If
just north
anybody
of
needs
Kell-
me,
So it's
here's
it's
where
definitely
I'll
to the
be."
left of this forest that's over here.
Right.
It's just
I think it's
like
in this
the
thing.
equivalent of putting a note on the fridge,
And
right?
he's like,
That's why I said the abandoned inn.
An email just be over here, and he's literally.
But it
just been
could
there
be-
for
Like the
ever.
Rocky
maybe
Gorge.
it's like
It's gotta be a place where he could
Somewhere-
possibly be.
Somewhere just below or above the bridge.
South of the bridge, right?
I think it would be south of the bridge.
Somewhere.
Meditating.
Yeah. Mens-
Meditating.
meditating.
Like, what are we even looking for?
Do we go there now, or are we supposed to go back to the Citadel?
Like, hold on, where's the magnification?
Are there numbers?
Well, the symbol where the X is has got like some very interesting detail. I don't know which magnification is better.
Magnification. Oh.
Those 4
It
points on it
did.
or something.
I don't remember this thing being voice activated. Enhance.
I like that should be something that I'm supposed to pay attention to. But I can already feel my eyes going cross-eyed trying to see
I
it.
feel like he's not like just standing. It's like it's gotta be like a home or a hovel, a place, a dwelling place. For him to just be there.
Well, didn't it make it sound like it's just like a regular bird that they're gonna turn sentient by
But they're
with
gonna
their
make
ritual?
smart with a lantern.
So I think it's just like a regular bird, not a bird man,
Like only found
and they're gonna do like a ritual to make it sentient.
make it
And tell it to
turn
sit
into
on
a
the egg.
Birdman.
The chosen bird. We're gonna find the chosen bird near the inn, and they're gonna make it smart, and then it's gonna sit on the egg.
But we have to find it at a specific spot.
Yes. The Rockery Gorge.
I guess. And all that card said was basically that we could come back and look at this at any time, right?
Maybe they didn't know how to spell rookery.
We have to spend though to do that, right?
Yeah, you have to like try. It costs cards to do it. So just take a picture of it.
Man, I guess that's our best bet is to just go back by the bridge and look.
And look
Around-
for a bird, and then we capture the bird. Someone's gonna hold a ceremony to do this. We gotta stop them.
No,
it's like
Birdman's going to
right
perform a
here.
ceremony on it to turn it sentient. So we got to go capture the bird for him.
We think it's like right here.
Wait,
Okay, look, there's
and
the
then it's
turtle.
gonna hatch
Yeah.
the egg.
There's the turtle. Did you see the turtle on that one?
But if the egg hatches, that's the end of mankind as we know
This
it. I
must be
thought.
like.
I think it's going to sit on the egg for us and protect it.
Protected, or and that won't hatch it.
It'll calm the egg.
Oh.
Because that's what eggs do when you sit on them.
Yeah.
They calm down and
They
stop
become
moving.
calm.
Oh.
But yeah, we do.
They go
Think,
dormant.
I think we do think it's just like right in here.
Yeah.
So we just need a good old on the double.
Okay, so it's saying that
Yeah, we don't.
this is the location of the bird. That's what
Yeah.
it's saying. So we gotta get to this part.
Which, based on everything, we think is around here-ish.
Yeah, because it's south, southwest, or east of the turtle. So it's
Turtle
like-
and Great Sea.
So it's like kind of.
And this is the lakes around Cal.
Yep.
Yeah.
We think it's north of the Kel. We think it's north of Kel.
North of Cal.
Look
Yeah.
at these. What do you think these are? See these little.
There's also something some kind of body of water further south, so it could also technically be that.
That's
But,
like the Great Sea or whatever. That.
well, it was
like
it called it the puddle, actually.
Oh, the Great Puddle.
Well, the Great Sea is no. Kel is on the Great Sea.
Kel is on the Great
The
Sea.
puddle is further south.
Further south, there's something called the puddle. So I would assume that that's the Great Sea, but it could also be the puddle. I doubt it, but. And the only things that are happening, I mean, I guess it could be here, but that seems too close to the bottomless sea.
What am I looking at here? Is there an action? The X.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's a picture of a big old bird.
And I was thinking maybe the symbol stuff around the X was going to tell me something, but it didn't look like anything familiar.
Do we know of any blue twins? Okay.
Well, Wes was thinking it might be the stilt people.
Well, they're holding hands, and you can kind of see through their clothing, like the skeleton.
There'd have to be something ancient, right? For this to.
Any birds on here?
Yeah, what is that at the center of this bird?
That is such an open-ended quest of like guess an area and look around there.
Are we supposed to go back to the? Is
With
it? Are
me-
we in the same scenario?
I think so.
Then I need to move.
Okay, so yeah, that thing that's at the center. It's too.
Oh, that moves me here.
Like kidneys off
It
of like a
looks
center
too
thing.
much like it's meant to be there. It's not random.
Like it's a
Random
pond. It's on
Almost
its
like
own.
Almost looks like a heart, maybe even.
Do you think it could be this like center island surrounded by?
This
Like
is
a
weird
walkway?
shape of stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, because there's like two things kind of to the side, which do look like kidneys, with like this tail of some kind.
Because this whole area right here is kind of surrounded by like a walkway, and so I don't know if it's like trying to say it's in the center of this thing.
Oh, and then there's like this.
I don't know.
That
Is
that
it a
round
path-
raised
is it a
like
pathway?
plateau thing.
Yeah.
It's like, is that like its head? And there's like this, not a dark but a lighter. It's like two lines. It looks like.
Like the bridge. That's what I thought when I
and
first
it looks
saw it.
like the mouth, like its tongue, maybe looks like some kind of leaf or something. I don't know.
The top part above where the X is, the little neck that comes off of it, looks like it's a path going near a bridge almost, if you were trying to interpret it as something. But I don't know.
Yeah, I think something around here. I think we come down to here and like go this way.
Well, all of the animals
Plus, there's this.
have like all their internal organs kind of like that, though.
Yeah, which is why that could also be nothing.
Also, this would be something to look for as well. In the bend of a river, some shrubbery maybe,
Sure.
plus whatever this is next to it.
But going over that way to explore for the X to not be there is not worth going over there. Because that would just be kind of the forest area that's over here. Right?
Oh yeah, like yeah, we just need to keep east or west of.
We
that
basically, I
forest.
think, just need to book it back to here and just start exploring
Somewhere
this way.
over here.
Just start doing all the things again on the tiles in case it pops like one of the
Yep.
quest things.
Yep.
But I've got 6 hit points and that many cards
I
left.
got 9.
Got 11.
But first, Wes has to get back up to.
So I moved to here,
Okay. So we.
and now we don't want to go through here.
Yeah,
Well, this one's doubly bad. This one will only cost like 2 extra.
And we've already lost our.
Already lost companions. We already lost all the companions. So this going this way isn't really cheaper than us just going through it.
Okay, so do you want us to move to here and then one person that way?
Because if at least we're here, it's one less. We have to bridge.
No, I don't think you guys want to go on this. Because
We
for you
don't
guys,
want to. We're trying to make it cheaper for you in some way. But maybe that's not possible. Just let you guys suffer through it.
because it costs you
Yeah,
2
'cause
extra cards for you to help us.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true too.
So I think we just
Okay, so
muscle it.
4 or
Cost the first person 5.
I think right
6,
now is a good opportunity
5,
for me to get
6,
rid of my confusion.
8,
Yeah,
What was that card you just
8,
gave me?
9.
I gave you a card.
Yeah. Didn't it have like 3 stars on it?
Yes. No.
No, it
It's
had 2
got-
penguins.
It's got
7,
what you just picked up is reflex, so it's 1
Oh.
star
Two
and then
halves.
2 halves. So it's like the perfect like middle card for no matter what you draw.
7, 8. Yeah, it's 6s.
I need one more card.
5,
In order to get rid of your
1,
Confusion. Because it's the only thing. Like, I'm completely out. So I
5,
know it's
6,
this.
7. It's 1 cheaper.
yeah, that's your reflexes card.
So I could use that to get. If I stop to try to do this, I just need one more card.
But if you use one more card, you lose everything in your hand, right? You're in a bad spot. I'm gonna recover a little bit, and then I'll do the 5 cards to get up here.
You already spent that to move this one?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. It would just cost me a bunch to try to get rid of my confusion right now. I don't have anything that would help me.
All right. I'll just-
Actually, I don't even think I have a card that could do it in my deck. I'd have to have something that would increase the chain. So I can't get rid of my confusion.
Yeah, same.
I'm just stuck with it.
Yep. Oh, are you moving or I've got to recover?
He's just recovering.
I've got to recover to move. Like, dang it. I'm gonna find a way around this.
Cost 5 cards. And then I can put something. I can do on the double.
7. I do 7.
You can do on the double?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Which means you could get all the way down to the bridge.
Yeah.
I move.
It'd be great to have someone with a whole bunch of not wasted stamina just waiting down there for us.
Yeah.
I moved to you also before you did that.
You move.
Well,
Yes. No. You need to. You're that guy. Yeah. You need to move to me.
so
How much
on the
did
double
that
has
cost
to
me
be
then?
in your
2?
hand, right?
Yes.
Yeah, which he's about to
So,
get.
I could do that actually.
Because during my
I could-
move,
I could use ready for anything to grab it on the double.
you can't do on the double. You can never do on the double again.
Unless you want to hand it off.
To save some stamina, that's probably worth
It
it.
would just cost 2 cards.
That's
Yeah.
two cards to have someone with.
Cause I could
You
get,
have on the double?
I could get on the double right now with ready for
Oh.
anything.
Yeah.
Cause 2 of us go and then
And then me and OJ just haul bar our way back until we get on the double back. Unless we
since-
draw on the
since
double.
You spent most of the. You could.
I spent a lot of cards to get to
Well, it's
here.
still kind of 6s, but
Yeah.
let's do 1, 0, 2, 3, or
1, 2, 1,
2, 3,
2, 3.
6s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would save a lot.
I mean, at the same time, you would just be following behind us, not having to pay any cards until you got to this spot again.
That's true.
So
Maybe just wait.
Oh.
Yeah, because it would actually cost. Using on the double would cost me.
Is going to cost cards for somebody to take that from you.
Plus, I have to block.
Use that to use on the double.
Yeah, I
Use
wanna
on
block
double,
it.
and it'll save you like. It might save you
It
2,
would actually
3.
it's a wash because it would cost 2. Well, it actually costs more because it costs 2, but I would. It's a wash basically. It's either going to cost me doing that or
And then
it
somebody
costs
else
me
has the
2.
axe.
Actually, it won't cost me 2
Yeah.
because I'm not there anymore. But
And you've got all the fists, and somebody else has the axe. Then you're going to spend 2 to get the axe back.
it's not worth it. I'll just follow along, make somebody else pay for it.
okay, so you're gonna
Or
do
I
on
could
the.
take turns, but
I'll do on the double. Cut.
Okay.
I mean, on the double costs a couple cards to do, anyways. But it still saves
4.
me. Does it save me any?
I got food I can give you.
Yeah.
Does it save me any cards?
Mm.
2.
Okay.
When you need it.
But me and you, OJ, we ought to move down to here, right? To catch whoever's coming this way.
Yeah, we should because it'll
Well, you
cost
two are
1
together.
less. It'll
Me,
cost 1 less.
me and you are together.
No,
No, you
I'm
and
red.
Oh, you're me and you. Okay.
You still getting to do on the double or
You
not?
want me to pay the 2?
We can do 1 each.
Sure.
It only saves me like 1 card, doesn't it?
Improvise.
It only saves you 1 card.
It only saves me 1 card. If I don't do any of the movements,
Mm-hmm.
it only saves 1 card.
Plus the 2
Well,
from
where's
there.
the- Where are you trying
It
to
costs
go?
me 2 on the first place to do
2.
mine.
Oh.
So it's like
So
I
yeah.
skip this
So
2.
it costs-
This
save you
costs me
1
2,
card.
so it basically saves me that card.
Or is you just gonna come all the way down here?
You'd have to stop right here. It's continuous connected land, and this blocks it. So you guys are just gonna move over here and
Sure.
follow us.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to take a different one for my hand card.
The question is, do we want to share the load traveling, or just have one person kind of tank their stamina and have everybody else save for like encounters and doing the things down here?
I have to get some cards back, so I'm gonna at least move us right now. Wesley.
What?
So yeah, do the move right now.
Okay.
That's 1.
And then I can move us again.
It's gonna cost an extra 2 cards.
Move off of that.
It's
Can we
free to
bump it?
hear, but it costs us 2 because of
Oh,
this. How is. Yeah.
Whatever.
So it costs each of us 2 no matter what to move off that.
Okay.
Okay, let's assume I'm not gonna fight again.
Yeah, let's assume. Good times.
Yeah, there's a couple warriors I brought with me
Hi.
with magic weapons.
Yeah.
With spill and magic helmet.
So we probably ought to save your guys' stamina.
Yeah,
For
I'm down
just
to 4 hit
for
points.
just the adventuring.
for the fighting stuff down there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so me and you ought to move.
That's a
up.
lot of times why I just spend my cards to just get a move through things because I'm not gonna. It's way more effective for them to have stamina and fight.
I do have the flight card
Yeah.
out for like trying my luck at doing something, but that's
I really think it's the least expensive for me to spend cards.
So do you want to just go to town spending cards getting us down there, or
I think so.
okay?
I think that's actually our best usage of my stamina.
So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 cards, and you can put 8 of them in your hand, essentially. And that would get us all the way down there.
Okay, at some point through that. No, let's just say I did this at the very end.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
1, 2, 3, 4.
If anybody asks me, I'll tell them.
How many cards does it cost me?
9.
Okay, we're one step back. I have a reason, I promise. So I second wind.
I'll pretend to believe you. I promise.
I second wind. This is why. It's because I'm doing the second wind first because I ran out of cards
Fair
at that point.
You gonna stop to catch your breath?
Something like that.
After we sprinted.
And then I can take
Wasn't
maybe that
anything
one.
along the way to eat and like clear our confusion, was there?
I don't think we have anything that actually gets rid of confusion.
We have something that gets rid of illness.
No. Who?
Those are all really just my best cards anyways. Oh, that's kind of better. Okay, and then I spin the last one to move us to the last spot. Okay. And everyone's on the senior road except for the blue guy.
So we actually don't, at the moment, know 100% what morning tea does. It either makes you ill or it does something.
You don't know the good effect?
And I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, we don't. It was revealed once, but I don't
Oh.
remember either.
Yeah, I thought we got it at one time.
We did, but I don't remember what it is. So we could risk it. Okay, so I can spend 2 cards to get us all across the bridge.
Okay.
I will explore.
Yes. As the leader, I have led us here across the bridge.
So now we're in bird watching
And
mode.
now we're bird hunting.
We're like,
Now we're ornithologists.
Okay. You come across a shepherd looking for his sheep. My animals have been frightened by something. If you help me find them, I'll donate 2 of them to the Citadel. Okay, it's gonna. There's a 2-step to this.
Second wind was a rest. Hold on, I
Could
forgot a
get
card.
We could discard it and go our way. Basically, the first step is minimum of 2 successful. It's not chained. But then the next one is chain 2 successful, but we do get 1 extra production and a 99, which we don't have.
There's no more 99s.
Probably not worth it.
Probably not worth it.
So 1, 2, 8 card. And then I don't know if we think we just need to start doing all the actions on all these cards to hope that there's like a special card attached to them.
I think so.
So does someone want to do the 260?
Did you say 1, 2, 8?
Yes.
look like? Anything we saw on the map? Not really.
And we still have that circle that's happening. So a number, numeral 1. And then someone should, I mean, I can do the 260 if we want.
Yeah, somebody really should be doing those because we have no idea what we're looking for.
Here, I'll do it, 260.
I'll do one.
Too bad. There's no 260.
Okay, so you can't do that one.
I'll move us.
Okay, do we want to move down or over?
What are we looking? Are we gonna look that way too?
I don't know.
It's going to cost all of us to move off of this tile. Should we start
should I
heading
have a
west?
peek? Should we have a peek just to see?
I don't think it's no.
No.
It might be. It's not going to be one of the exploration cards.
I think you're right. It's gonna be close.
It's not going to be the exploration card, and it's. I think from the map, it's somewhere west of the bridge.
It's more this way than that way, if anything.
I don't think it's worth what can happen on exploration.
So the question
cards
is,
for
do we
you
want to move down to try that again, or just immediately go this way?
I think that's worth checking out.
Where's it? The farm.
Do we want to send one person in case to save stamina
Well, like the great bird has been living at the farm.
the whole time?
The
It's
whole
like a
time.
crow just been
Yeah, it could just be
pecking
an
at the
ordinary
pumpkins.
Yeah. Oh boy.
bird.
What's the number of that card?
165.
Okay.
Yeah, I love
Alright.
them. Oh.
What are you guys? You guys? No, you guys
I'm
need
at
to.
4 hit points.
You need to not be doing this.
Okay. How many hit points do you have?
4.
You have 4. You have 4.
I have 6.
Okay. I have 9. So I'm doing pretty good.
Well, you're going to be doing all the fighting we run into,
But
and
I
all the
don't-
exploration cards between here and the Citadel.
I do not want to recover anytime soon, though.
You are all of the fights.
So should I just poke down here by myself?
One of us should
see what this
see
is.
if that card's there.
Here, I'll poke down there.
Get rid of this, which I can't.
It's gonna cost me 2 to move down. On the double. I'm not sure that's worth it. Oh wait, hold on. I can choose.
Hey, let's stop by Kel and see if we can do a good deed.
Oh, I've got carrot. I could get carrot juice. Can't they give you health?
I don't remember what it may have given health.
It's
I don't
just,
remember.
it's like Unleashed or something.
Yeah.
It's a super card.
I'm already unleashed.
Focus? Yeah, it gives you something.
If I get focused, become unconfused.
I need to use my confused so that it's in there for you to draw it if that happens to happen.
What was that sentence?
Confused, happens.
In case you get something that lets you draw you are focused, I need to use the you are focused so that it's
you are
available
focused.
in case somebody needs to draw, has to draw it to get
do
unconfused.
You're
this.
using up all the focus right now.
Right now, I'm the only focused one,
I'm gonna get 3.
and I'm all out of Adderall to hand the rest of you.
I'm confused. I don't know what's going on.
Oh man. Yeah.
What card?
Sorry, I got some cards back into the second wind just for a
Oh,
second there.
okay.
And then it's 165. Which knowing my luck is just not even there.
There is a 165.
Is it a bird person one?
Nope,
Dang it.
just regular 165.
Should I read the whole thing?
Oh, it's freaking mandatories.
An elderly couple comes out of the hut. The woman, stooping with age, makes a friendly salute. Do you see this? We haven't even lived here for a cycle, and we're already being invaded by these inedible squashes. I guess it was well worth miraculously surviving the destruction of Citadel during the reversal. There are so many of them, we don't know what to do. We can hardly handle them ourselves in our state. The man says to you, showing you the deformed joints of his hand. If we can't grow our own garden, we'll have to leave. Among their tools, you find one with a handle engraved with necro-druic runes. If you'd rather resume your journey, discard this. Otherwise, we can take a 39 card and do an action. Oh my gosh. Spend 12 cards to just cut the squashes.
What the heck?
Or if I'm souped up for magic, do something more difficult, but
Magic away all the weeds.
yeah, but I'd have to be really set up for it, and I'm not. No, I'm just going to discard this. This is way costly.
Yeah.
And cut up all those squashes.
And the best we would get is an exhaustion in 99 and whatever a 39 card is.
Yeah.
So
Good luck, old people.
good luck with your squashes. Okay, so
So I'll spend 2
You
cards and
three.
go west.
yeah, you guys
Thank you.
will each have to spend a card.
Okay.
Just one.
Yeah.
Muscular.
I did that already. Since I'm just stuck with these.
I feel the need to try to get rid of the confusion.
Okay.
I'm gonna use improvise.
Do
That'll
it.
be chain 2. Says 2.
Hmm?
Yeah. Looks fancy.
Or still
I don't
donate
think
here if
I
anybody
did
wants it.
that. I'm not capable of the whole
Alright,
flip the whole card deck in one go. I can't do that.
I managed to not need that. Oh, but I do need it to get to. So there's that. Return that.
Okay.
Uh,
You're no longer
I will perform a recovery.
okay. You work on your
I'll wait.
recovery.
I'll wait.
I'll explore
Okay.
this west one.
Okay.
Oh, wisp of pinkish smoke escaped from the hole.
Catch it.
And morning tea.
I drink it.
I don't think you do.
I'm not.
Drinks
I'm
that.
not.
I put my mouth against the smoke.
He's not here, and you inhale the smoke, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He's not here. Oh, dang it.
I'm not on the tile. I can't eat it.
Well, maybe I should take a chance. It's a chance card, right?
Yeah. What's the worst that could happen?
What?
Do you remember what the worst is that could happen?
Uh huh.
What is it?
It's pretty bad. You get ill. It's the hard thing to get rid of.
Dang it.
And I did it like 2 steps into the adventure or something like that. It was just like ill for like 3. For like half.
Like the whole
for like,
threat.
For like half of the rest of the threat. Not to mention the part where I did something and broke my leg as well. I was just really bad off.
I think there was a spider that bit you at one point.
Oh, there was. I had a really rough time the first threat. Before we knew we could like heal ourselves. No, that's right. The spider bit me, and we're like, it was the very first thing we did, and we like came back and we're like, hey, 6 months have passed. Get rid of all your weaknesses, whether they're temporary or not. And we're like, oh, sweet, we get healed between each thing. So I was like, I'm gonna take all sorts of risks. And then I was just had a broken leg and was ill for like the rest of the time because it just never happened again.
They never healed us up again.
Okay. So I guess I'll explore this to try to rejoin you guys. Right?
That's my best guess.
Or is it better for you guys to do it in case it's something really, really big and bad?
Oh, yeah, I'll explore. No, you need your cards for if it's an actual fight.
But he just get done saying that one of us would do it in case it's a big.
I'm the one of us. Listen,
You're referring to him.
listen.
Just you 3.
If we have
Us three are
if we
together.
have a fight, you're
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 If it's a
Your
fight, all of you
option.
guys will be involved anyways. So
your ground shiver keeps alerting you, which is unusual since burrowers avoid necrodruidic vegetation, especially when it is lush like it is here. A mandatory something or other. It's either of repair or magic. Chained 1, success 3. Oh.
Yeah, I can't do that.
No, I can do this one. Lucky for me, I've got 2 cards. Yeah, this will work fine. Intuitive. Okay, it'll give me 1 flag and half stars. It's 1 flag. I need an. I've got 2 stars already. 2's probably enough.
Yeah.
Look at that. It's a chain 1, unfortunately. So there's 1 star, 2 stars, 3 stars. Everything is in order for now.
Nice.
I fixed it. What's the number?
147.
Oh, we're already connected to all of that.
Yeah.
Dead end.
Anything bird looking?
Okay, that's everything in my hand. That's everything I have.
There are
actually.
2 actions on there. I think one of them is the boat person, but there's this. So I have to move that way anyways. So I'll spend cards to get over there. Let's do this, I guess. And then I listen at 110. When you're done with whatever you're doing, Wes.
I'm busy.
He's always too busy for me.
That's exactly how it works.
It's a you problem, not a me problem.
Choose a number 1, 2, or 3.
3. None of them were bird people ones.
Nope.
An oppressive silence hangs over the area as if all life has fled or perished. Discard all 110 cards from the adventure deck without revealing them, and I now have a mandatory action. And it's worse because I'm weaknessed. Yeah, I have to get a star with a chained 1.
It was quiet.
Yeah,
Too quiet.
it's too quiet. I can raise the chain though. So between 2 cards, I should get a star, right? That makes sense?
Yep.
Yep, so I don't even have to use that. You do not give in to the despondency. Regaining your freedom after cycles of captivity has taught you that nothing is ever hopeless. Take a 49 card. Or return. We don't have 3 Glimmer of Hope. Okay.
Nope.
Okay, that's it. Do I want either of these? I'm gonna use this to put this in my hand, I think. And then should I do the, where'd the card go? Oh.
Oh, I started looking for it. Like, that's weird.
And then I think this is the boat person, but maybe it's worth me checking it anyways, just in case it's not.
Might be.
158. Just because we don't really know what we're even looking for. Bird person one?
Nope.
Dang it.
Probably just the boat person.
There's a beach. I can do some stuff to try to do a thing at the beach, but I'm not going to. Okay, I guess I move up to you guys.
Yeah, there's nothing
See,
there.
that circle part really makes me feel like
It
it
should have been on there.
It should have been here. Did you guys already do this? 140?
No.
No, we've just been sitting here waiting.
I'm sorry. Do 140?
Who's doing 140?
I don't know. I guess I will.
I'm kind of out of cards.
I'll keep doing things until I have to recover, and then
So
I'm in the
that's
same boat as you guys.
What didn't
It's not
exist,
it.
right? Because we did that
Yeah.
one already. That wasn't available.
The rock of this region is excellent quality, highly priced for stonecutters. Oh, when we do sneaky, climbing, or fight actions, we just get a star on this tile. But that's not useful for us anymore.
It's nice stone.
Okay, so it.
I guess we
I
keep going
think
that
this might
way.
be the. I'm wondering if this might be the end of the road. So, here's what I propose: one or two of us goes, so that not all of us at once. So in case we have to come back, it'll save us some cards.
Like it might be more this way somehow.
Yeah, because if this is a dead end, obviously it's back that way.
Well, it's not a dead end. It'll just
No,
be back to
the
the
Citadel's
Citadel.
like right
It
here.
will
Oh,
lead
you
all the way.
think? Okay.
Yeah, the Citadel's like here.
So I'm willing to move
Um,
to explore that.
So you're thinking we don't all move.
Right.
Okay, so
In case we have to go back that way.
so like leave all but one, and we keep daisy chaining that way.
Right. That's what I'm thinking.
I like these rocks.
Yeah, you just
I'm just sitting here
You
looking
just
at
hang out.
stones.
You just sit down and rest a spell.
I'm restless.
Oh, it has been raining since mid-morning. The earth and ground has turned into a quagmire that is extremely difficult to move through. What is the time? We're in the third
It's
hour.
9. Yeah.
We're actually got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Okay. So if it's the third hour, each character on the active player's terrain card must get rid of 2 cards, or they are exhausted, which is -4. Okay.
fine. 2 cards.
Or if they are exhausted, -4. That's what I meant.
Oh man.
Are you exhausted? You're not exhausted, are you?
No, but I still gotta get rid of 2 cards.
Because we just waited out.
Well,
Is it everybody or just one person
well,
removes cards?
it's a time. It's timed. I mean, it's
Okay, is
you
it
don't
every?
have to, but yeah, involved character.
Every involved character. We have to
Each
do that.
character on the active player's terrain. So whoever's red doesn't have to do it.
I don't have any cards.
Guess you gotta recover.
Okay.
What's that funny rain cloud? Is just over that tile. Sucks for those guys.
I'm down to 3 cards before I have to recover.
Time to do my second minute, actually.
I'm starting to lose all of
I
my
wanna block that.
stamina.
Yeah, I'm down to 3.
Yeah, me too. Well, I'm down to 3 cards, and then
I'm down to 3 health.
I'll
And one
down,
card.
down to like 1 health.
But that was the plan.
A 090.
I need a 3 and a 1.
Oh, this is like the cave.
What if the bird's in the cave?
It could be.
That's what the hole is.
Oh, maybe.
It's a cave.
It could be the cave.
Like the mouth.
If we go down into that cave. we're
No, the
gonna
cave
die
is
down
just
there.
resting in the cave.
I think there's nothing bad in the cave.
Oh, okay.
It's just the
we're-
cave you
oh, I
like
thought you meant
recover in.
The slab.
Oh, if it was.
No.
Oh, no. Oh.
Not the labyrinth.
What if it's down in the labyrinth?
Yes. It better not be in the labyrinth. We don't have enough stamina to enter the labyrinth.
I know.
Not even after we were up. Not even while we were up there next to it.
No. What if that's why? Isn't the slab the other slab up there?
Yeah.
That was the other entrance. Oh my
There's
gosh.
no way it wanted us to go into the labyrinth, was it?
I don't trust these designers as far as I can throw them.
There's no way that's what the
I don't.
map was saying.
It's highly unlikely, but I wouldn't put it
Oh.
past them.
Check this out, though. It showed the bird with the crown showed a mouth open, with what looks like a pathway leading down its throat into its insides.
It's shifting
And
inside.
then we end up here because that's the closest to the fresco or wherever.
Or we were supposed to be clever enough to have put all that together at this point and just drop in.
There's no way.
I'm-
It's a labyrinth.
It really shouldn't be. I think it's the cave. Let's
Okay.
try the cave first. Let's try the cave.
Yeah, I like the idea of the cave.
I don't want to go down there. Like, we don't even have the cars necessary to open that. We have more knowledge now.
Okay, I guess with knowledge may be possible.
We can't get back out of there. We don't have the cars necessary to be down there or get out of there.
Well, the only way out of there was like to pop up over here or something like that, wasn't it?
It seemed really random.
Like we
what
could,
happened?
Like we couldn't even get out the way we came in. We had to go
No,
up
there
through
was
like
some
some
of the
random
weird
hole
la-
over here or
yeah.
something. I don't know. Well, let's try the cave
It can't.
while we have that idea in our head. Unless you want to look at the cabin real quick.
No, I don't. The cabin's dead to me.
Okay, do we want
Until
to
next threat.
do we want to still leave someone behind here? Like do this?
Because we think it might be over there east. Is that?
Well, basically if it's not in like these next couple tiles,
Yeah, it can't be.
you're
all
going
like
too
that.
far that way.
Well,
'cause-
doesn't it head down over here? Isn't there? All of this stuff has stuff here.
Yeah, but in the map, it would be closer because the rock thing is right here. And the X was between the rock and the egg,
Yeah.
like right here.
So we would have expected it.
We'd expect it where we're standing right now, based on the egg being right here, the rock being right here, and it being like in the middle of those two. But I guess it could be further down that path towards the swamp or whatever it was.
That there was a body of water south of the bird, below the bird.
Yeah.
That's.
Which is either the keld or the puddle that's further south. It could be either or.
Okay, let's do that. That's you.
That's unless you want to come with and leave like Wes behind since he's low on cards.
What if it's in the Great Sea? No, the Great Sea was south of the bird.
So
Well,
you
we don't know that for sure. The bird could have been covering the Great Sea,
So
and it could be the puddle that we saw.
you gonna move by yourself?
No, someone's gonna come with me.
Okay, yeah, I'll come.
You want to pay for it?
I'll spend it. It's just one.
Okay.
Actually. Okay, let's explore that. No obstacles stand in your way. Each character has at least one card with a keyword weakness must. Oh my gosh, why do I keep drawing these ones?
I don't know, but I don't
Negative
have. I have to do -2 again. Shit.
Me too, though. 'Cause even though I'm not exhausted, I have a temporary weakness.
Oh yeah.
You're perma-jinxed.
Okay, 161.
Ah, gosh.
Those are gonna kill me.
This isn't the cave.
This isn't?
That's
No.
the chasm.
The cave.
No, the cave is you go into here and it,
Oh, okay. Yeah. The cave. The cave's like here somewhere. This is the. That's the bitch bridge.
Okay, I'll move the kids.
So do a 3.
We're not doing that
Well,
bridge.
do we want to go
I'll let
We
rather
hate
than
that
go
bridge.
up? Because this is just like to save the person that's down in the cave on the ledge,
Oh yeah.
and the bird's not going to be
So
down
just go
there.
here then?
Yeah,
Or go
probably.
like this?
I think so.
Yeah. It's gonna be one of those. Nothing stops me. Oh. A young woman marches in your direction. The bulky bag she is carrying bears the emblem of the chain, 3 hands, 2 of which are held by the wrist. If you'd rather go on your way, discard this. Otherwise, we can read with no cost.
Oh wait, you still have provisions too, don't you?
I do have 2 provisions.
They
Well, he's
just
got
give you.
food.
Actually, I have 3 provisions.
Well, you have
Jam.
like you have food that gives you back cards or health or something.
This gives me cards, which is nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
This.
Oh, that the middle one is the ball juggling. Okay, I thought that was food right there.
Oh, wait, confused. I could have used
Well, you were confused.
What the heck?
Wait, can I use
Oh,
that?
man, I keep forgetting
The juggling
about
balls
that.
get you out of confused.
What do you mean? They help you with confusion?
Dang it! What a waste.
Wait, does that mean I could take it from you right now and get rid of mine? Since I'm on your tile? What is
You
it?
could just use it. You just need 2 successes.
Well, let's go back. Let's pretend like we
And
did
it clears your
this.
confusion.
And then you won't be weak
And it's not
anymore.
restricted to the one.
Right, you won't be
Leak.
weak anymore. You won't lose the 2 cards.
Use my last 2 cards that would have done that for me,
Oh. Okay, yeah. So.
which would have been 2 stars.
We should have been passing that thing around.
Okay.
Do we want to retcon that?
That's the time trying to learn
And then,
to juggle.
and then take a 150.
Yeah.
What?
Do we want to retcon that
I
Sure.
mean,
and get rid of my confusion and give me whatever that is?
how long have we all been sitting around together
Yes, because
that any one of us could have just taken those balls and juggled them?
So this is temporarily sitting in my pocket since I just did this.
I'm worried about everybody else's cards, but not mine.
Okay, so we reveal the 064.
Do we want to?
Oh, wait,
talk
hold
to
on.
her?
I don't.
Something
No.
with the chain. We did this before.
Well, the chain-
I remember this.
Isn't this just the people that require you to like give barter items for like information and stuff or like items?
Yeah, because that's how information travels.
I don't think we need to talk to them right now.
I think tell us about a bird.
Do you think they're gonna tell us about a bird?
These people are holding a seance over there. You sacrifice a bird.
I mean, yeah, sure. I guess it costs us nothing.
Good day. You look familiar. I saw you last time I was at the Citadel, or what's left of it. Is everything all right? I don't know if you remember me. I'm Sable, a member of the chain. We connect people by bringing them letters, packages, and news, and there's plenty of news on the road between the garrison of the outer edges and Fort Cutthroat. If the involved characters have 2 or more cards with the keyword barter, and you want to barter, then read 99. If you want to make conversation, read 144.
I have 2 barter cards.
You're not with us though.
Oh,
I have 2. I have 1 barter, so it's not gonna matter.
You're not cool enough to talk to them.
So let's just read.
I could get rid of my juggling balls. That's a barter item.
No!
No, those are critical. It's the most important item of this whole scenario.
If you're playing
It's
one of the
actually
scenarios, blah blah
Just
blah,
as good as my
you're
healing
not-
card.
Well, this is the one where if a character has a keyword fugitive, then you read a card or a different dialogue. That's interesting.
Oh.
Otherwise, roll a die and it'll give us.
Oh, I got rid of them.
different dialogue.
Random one. Dang.
Here, roll for us, will you?
Yeah.
6,
Yeah, 6.
2, 8, 3.
She's gonna tell you about the floorboards in the inn.
Can you do me a favor? I picked up this package at the Palace of Kel, where the Council of Four is sitting. I couldn't find the recipient, probably because they are not on my itinerary. Maybe you'll have better luck than I did. I'll give you this if you agree to help me. With that, she pulls out a ball that obviously contains a potion. If you have a better reputation card, or your influence is 5 or lower, she changes her mind. Otherwise, take a 4 for 1. Just not a side quest.
Yeah, I definitely won't drink this.
Don't give it to Brandon.
And then if 249, and then also if 249 is available. Okay, so 441 is a link of the chain gave you the small package. According to the link Sable, this package is destined for a 1-legged former legionnaire.
We know them. We actually know exactly who that is.
When another card
We
mentions
do?
a 1-legged man,
Oh.
banish this.
Oh, it's a man.
and read
Oh, it was a woman we ran into.
Yeah, dang it.
What?
It makes sure to say 1-legged man. It's underlined.
Dang it.
Or we could open it,
That's over here.
and it could be a potion that gives us health.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and a 249 card.
This is a castaway situation.
Yeah.
Where are we?
Oh, you
249.
said-
Yeah,
okay.
249.
Choose a number 1, 2, 3, or 4.
2.
3.
I'm in 3.
That's what I heard.
You're not there.
Whoa.
There's your potion.
Acrobat's potion. You have found a bottle containing a blackish liquid on which a figure is juggling several daggers. 4 penguins and 2 life points.
Why am I over here? This is driving me crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, we need to give that to him when we get back.
Okay, this has been worth it. But we have one more dialogue to read. Hopefully it's good.
And then she stabs you.
It's so lonely over here.
Oh, wait a minute. We go back to this.
Unwrap this. Right.
Oh, wait a minute.
We could just unwrap that.
We can just open it.
Yeah. Kind of tempted
You should
to.
open it right in front of her.
Like I was tempted to say, by the time she finishes her sentence, I've already unwrapped it and drank whatever it is.
We have no fugitives. Okay, roll the dice. Roll the die again.
It's just repeatedly.
Yeah, it came back to the same.
Like, we could just keep talking to her about whatever.
Conversation, yeah.
Is this how conversations work?
I don't think so.
3, 7, 8.
Not in my experience.
It's like she's at the end of her sentence. Will you please help me? And I like wipe my mouth and burp. Like, what were you saying?
Oh,
Yes.
a man in Cal selling burrower's teeth as pendants. Claims they're magical and can protect the wearer from all sorts of things. But that's a load of rubbish.
We
If you
started-
happen to come across them, don't bother.
That's great. We already did that trick.
We started that rumor.
We did. Oh, that's great.
People we released.
Okay,
From their
now
mental
it's
prison.
094.
Wow, that's amazing. That makes me happy.
We started a trend.
Yes. Wow. We're
That's great.
influencers.
Yeah, we are.
Gotta read it.
I needed to see what the
Flank track one.
the
through
card
distant
expiration
territory
cards
further
are.
north. A strange stone slab loom above the dusty ground.
I need to see one.
Oh look, there's one in Flagentia.
Are there any numbers?
No. But there's Flagentia.
What was
Give us ones. Numeral ones. Oh, you already did. Okay.
That's the one I want to use.
Okay, so this is the Citadel right here.
Yeah. What's this then? Okay. What does Flagentia do? Nothing.
If you're exhausted.
of wonders? Maybe there is no cave.
Is anybody exhausted? No, the cave is
I
right
swear
here.
it's like right here, and then this is or near there somewhere.
Okay, I guess we keep.
Is this the Citadel?
Did we already do this? I can't remember now. Did we already do 120?
Oh. No, I don't think we did.
Okay, I do 120. I can't remember whether we
Are you
did
sure?
it.
I don't know.
Is there a bird person connected to 120?
No.
Damn it.
Choose a 1 or a 2.
2. Reading alert, you inspect the area. It seems safe enough to take a short rest. You can finally let your guard down as you flex your aching limbs and you realize how exhausted and the tension of your journey has made you. Discard all 120s from the adventure deck without revealing them.
Uh-oh, I pushed something.
Discard 1 hand card with a fist.
What's that button do?
Wait, what? Discard 1 hand card with a fist or a flag icon, or take a 001 card.
Oh no.
Where's the camera?
As well as resting?
Oh, that's.
Well, we just realized how exhausted. We let our guard down when we realized how exhausted we are. I thought it was going to let us rest.
Nope. You're tired.
So we have to. So you can. Yeah. You could technically get rid of your wild card. Hand one if you wanted, and not take a 001.
This is for all involved characters.
Or no, maybe it's just me. Yeah, it doesn't say involved, so it's just me. So I'm exhausted, and then if you have... No, I have plenty of weakness cards now. I now have a weakness card. I don't know how you... Oh, if I had paid. Okay. Well, I'm exhausted. And you can.
Hey,
That's it.
exhausted. Phlegentia, right?
Oh yeah. Are you on the Phlegentia
we will be soon.
tile?
I eat it.
Oh,
So
you.
you
Oh,
wanna
you're.
move, if you move here, you could use the Phlegentia to unexhaust yourself.
I'll do that. I use my last card to unexhaust myself.
Okay, you eat Phlegentia. If you are exhausted,
Uh huh.
return it.
Does that take? It doesn't take anything, right?
I eat it.
Awesome. Okay.
Oh, and I'm now in shape.
Ooh. Ooh.
Nice.
Nice. Everyone's got special.
Okay. I have to
Recover.
recover.
You're jinxed
Okay, should I
instead.
just catch up to you?
Sure, and then we see if this is actually the cave and hope
Well,
that.
do we all want to catch up then?
Well, I don't know. Well, hold on. This would be the moment if we want. The problem is if it's not this, where on earth do we go? Do we go back to over here and try to explore here, or do we go further down? Because I have no idea.
We move our chain one more square this way. And you check the cave.
Okay. Do you want to do that?
Just
So,
move OJ all the way up there to give him the potion,
all the way up to
just in
me?
case that's useful.
Okay, so then you just stay where you are.
You mean this
Yeah.
potion, right?
Oh, that potion?
Yeah.
Okay, so give that potion to him.
Hey, you need this?
Where am I?
You're up. You moved.
Oh, did I spin cards?
You can use
I
this.
kind of crustied you a little bit. No, it doesn't cost you anything.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're crusting you.
Okay, that's
You
fine.
pick up the potion from him and then come over here.
And you need penguins.
Oh, that's perfect.
And
Plus,
then
it'll give you 2 life points.
one of
So
you
that's
needs to explore north and go north.
I will
Two.
explore. Actually, I'm not there.
3.
Either Brennan or OJ needs to explore north, and if it's the
4.
cave, go up there and look inside for a chosen bird.
We'll say 2 hit points is probably safe enough.
You want to do the exploring for us?
It's getting tight.
He's playing with this camera. Why don't you go?
Should I
I'm
explore?
cheating.
Oh.
I'll explore.
Okay, you explore.
I'm figuring out where it is.
Where the chosen bird is?
Yep.
A mournful hoot followed by the flapping of wings makes you lower your head instinctively. Look at your timepiece.
The chosen bird.
It is.
I can hear it. Do you hear
OJ
that?
knows. He knows something.
Do you hear that?
I didn't finish reading it,
Do you hear
but I
that?
know the general direction we gotta go.
Do you hear that?
And it's.
Don't say
leave it
anything.
alone. Leaves us alone.
I hear something.
A 086.
Quite a few people spend all of their health and life trying to hunt this thing down.
I can imagine. I feel like we're
Did
going
you
to.
read up on it.
Yeah, I just read
Found
about it.
a post.
I didn't finish reading the entire spoiler, but I know the direction we should be going.
East.
Yeah.
It is this way.
Whatever the pillar of Kel or whatever,
Yes.
it's near that.
Oh, but look,
Wait,
we
the
got some.
Pillar of Kel is right here. Who
So
took a picture of the freaking map?
It is like over here. You're talking about the little ruin pillar, right?
Yeah.
Column.
Where we can automatically start at.
Okay.
Where we can auto
So
start
that's
at
right
is
here,
like
or
right there.
It's like right around here.
Yeah.
Okay. So should we just head back?
I stopped reading at that point, but it says
We are really low on stamina.
near the column of Kel.
Can
And,
read it without
and it's got like the
spending-
blacked out spoiler alert things
Listen,
with instructions.
I'm
on
not
what to
a
do,
real
what to
big
do there,
fan
but
of these designers and some of their, you can't actually finish half the things you start. To the point where I may very well go cancel my second Kickstarter on there.
Yeah. Well,
Should we start? Well, then let's just all move back to
Cut our losses.
cut our losses and everyone move back to here, and then I guess start moving us this way. Anybody need hand cards?
No. Well. Yeah, I want to.
Kind of, but I can't I don't want to spend the health to. I don't know.
Okay, I'm going to use a second wind.
Okay, that's moved us one space. I can move us the other,
I don't get
unless you need hand cards. Are you pretty
No,
good
I'm
up?
good. I'm good.
one,
Okay,
two,
you got a lot of hands in your deck, so maybe you do this exploration stuff,
6.
Yeah, I can.
and I'll move us here.
That back.
Is shown wearing a crown.
You're wearing your crown.
Like the crown was important.
Discard one in your hand. Block that.
Like the Kingdom of Kel. King
So
crowned.
the majestic bird is shown wearing a crown. So maybe,
King Kingdom of Kel.
yeah, like, but we went to Kel, basically. I don't know. This
Okay.
shows, maybe it's south of Kel?
Are you
It's
exploring?
in Kel.
I think it might be near the column kill, but I can't seem to find it. Blah 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 blah.
Okay, that's good.
Another post replies, it took me almost all my health to figure this one out. You're right, it's near the column of Kel, and then he gives 5 extra steps after that that are blacked out.
It's
Okay,
frick-
so
it's
let's get
in
to the
Kel.
let's get to the column.
It's in Kel.
You think it's in Kel? Okay, well now's our time to move down to
Okay.
Kel.
Okay, what does it cost me?
Well, hold on.
Well, are we going to go east to the column of
we
Kel?
gotta make
Or are we going to
decisions.
go into Kel, which is near the column of Kel?
We've been in Kel like 16 times this thread.
Okay, so what?
Oh, and none of them had that symbol. Of all the cards I pulled, right, as we go around trying to do good deeds, none of them had that symbol.
None of them had Birdman.
No. And that's our only indication of something different happening on any tile. So it's not in Kel. Even though the picture looks like you maybe cross a bridge and go into the center of a thing.
Oh God, it kind of does.
You cross a bridge into the center of an island of some kind, which is maybe Kel. But there was
But there's
dang thing
in Kel that does the
in
bird
Kel
thing.
that had a symbol on it.
Unless it's
Otherwise,
top-
we would have pulled it while we were in there looking for good deeds.
Well, we didn't talk to any of the shops while we were looking for good deeds.
You're right.
So there could be like a bird for sale in like the inn. or
And we didn't
something.
try to talk to the leader. We were right there. I was like, "No, there's no point."
We tried talking to him once.
God.
That was previous scenario while I was trying to do a good deed and looking all over for one.
Oh, guys, that kind of makes sense that it might be in Kel.
Which is near the Pillar of Kel. That checks out.
And like it's either the leader of Kel has it, or like there's some bird for sale at one of the shops, or something like that.
Maybe. Should he just read where the hell it is? Or is this one of those times? Now this game is replayable.
Oh, we'd have to
Seven
read
Citadel is
all
replayable.
of this again.
Do we fail? Do we all go unconscious looking for it? We're either wrong going into Kel and we all go unconscious, or we're wrong not going into Kel and we all go unconscious. Either way, we fail the scenario, which means we fail the threat and we start the whole threat over.
So let's do this. Let's at least move south. Then we can explore the column.
Well, the column might be all the way over here.
One of us.
We don't remember how close it
One
is.
of us like splits off,
That's expensive to move.
or we leapfrog again.
We could try that.
But if we want to go to Kel, that's why I suggest moving south, because then we'll be that much
Okay.
closer. Even though it's more expensive, but it's going to be expensive coming back in. Probably more expensive if we have to come back in.
I don't know what to do.
Oh, call all your
I
logic.
don't know what
all
to
your
do.
logic saying that it's probably in Kel makes sense re-looking at this map.
It could be, yeah.
But at the same time,
It might not be.
it might not. It just might be at the column of
Because
Kel.
Uh-huh.
because the way Kel is, it's like this, kind of like this island. There's no.
In the middle
Yep.
of that
It's
lake.
Yep.
contained.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. We cross that bridge. It's the only way onto the island, and it goes like down, east, and then you're at the leader's palace.
Let's go. Into Cal.
Should we just go into Kel?
If it's not in Kel, it's
Wait, so I got 2 hit points. You got
3.
3,
4.
4,
I have 4.
4. But you still have no. You just drank your potion.
I haven't drinking. You drink a potion.
No.
I have a
You
potion.
have a potion.
I-
That gives you another 2 hit points.
So you have.
If you need it.
So if we fail in Kel, we probably have enough to get
Plus-
back to the pillar.
Plus I get 5 cards.
This thing will get him 6 life points.
Oh wait, 6.
We can
look at
split-
that.
And we still
10
have a
off
hope
this.
reborn. So let's go into Kel, and then if all is, we just spend a whole bunch of stuff that we've been saving and go back out to the
And we
pillar.
know how far Kel is. It's gonna be 5 cards.
Yeah, it's like 5 cards. But there's just we just have to talk at all the shops this time.
Yeah.
Alright,
Let's do it.
I'll spend
The 2 cards to go down.
We all have to lose.
We all have to spend
what,
one.
That's the last one.
That's actually a pretty good one for me to take.
Oh.
In case
I
I have
guess
to
I
do
might as well.
magic-y stuff. Okay, I'm set up pretty well to do magic-y stuff. In case we have to do that to convince the bird to come with us. I don't know. And then
Okay, another 2. Do you mind spending the 2
I spent 2.
to move us?
well, he has to spend 3. We would have to all then spend 2.
I spent 3.
Yeah.
Okay. I have to recover
And
again.
then we all have to spend 2.
Do I get to keep some of these things if I like them?
Yeah, you can keep 1.
I'm gonna go unconscious.
Me and you might go unconscious, depending on what happens here.
This one.
Okay, and it costs 2.
Improvise.
Great. Flight or
And
consider.
then this guy, he acts like he's going to make us spend something, but we're invited to parties. So 139 eventually leads to something.
We have less influence now.
Okay, well,
Remember how we
139.
lost influence?
So we gained 1.
I don't remember whether it was
but
10
we have
or
the
15.
key. We have the
Oh, we
key.
got the double key. We got the double key. What do we need?
Well,
You
we
just show him.
That's like the key to the
we
city.
have to have 139 first to figure out what we have to do next. But we have the magic double key.
Okay, 139 is blah 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 blah. Tell me something. Read 168.
Where'd it go? It's over there.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
we stole it from you.
158.
And we're at the point, well,
Okay. If it's 7 or higher, or you have a double key,
we have the double key.
naturally it doesn't. The tax does not concern you. Welcome to our dear capital. Discard that and then read the dialogue and replace it with a 139 card. Oh, we have to get rid of everything. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Discard the card that enabled you to read the dialogue and then replace it with 139. Okay, 139.
Okay. Everything else goes discarded.
Wait, do we do it now? Do we discard everything now?
Did it say discard?
I thought we'd go.
No,
we talk to this guy first.
It says to discard what
Oh,
allowed us to
okay,
read.
yeah.
Yeah, we have to go
Okay.
on this tile and then
Oh yeah. Then open it.
talk to. So I'll move us onto here, I guess. That's not helpful anymore. That would have been. And so 243.
Welcome to Kel. You enter the city. Return all the cards on the board and in the past, and put a 252. Maybe that's.
Is that where we start?
That
After
might
we-
be the end.
After we put everything away.
Yeah, 'cause it's 10 on the dot.
I'm gonna let you do those ones, and I'm gonna start organizing these.
Can't believe we've come back to Kel.
we did a lot. This. Now I can organize these.
Why can't they just document things they do when they do them?
Why can't people just document
Why can't
stuff?
they just- Oh my gosh.
I just can't believe that it made it past their own
We don't know
Code-
what this does. Maybe it
well,
fixes
just
the features.
their own code reviews. I don't know what system they do for code
Well,
reviews
the
and
thing
pull
is, I
requests.
was like, okay, somewhere in Jira there should be a link to the poll that has the code, and I couldn't even find where it did that. I'm like, because there'd be comments in there at least.
Or how do you look your
something-
how do you
The
look your
commit,
boss in the
well,
face
yeah.
and be like, "Hey, I just pushed a bunch of code that has this whole entire feature." Okay, let's go tell our customers. How do you do that and not expect that to
Yeah.
come back and bite you?
Well, yeah, but there should be some QA on it, some QA process. That's not the developer or
Did I do that out of
the
order?
one in charge.
Q,
I
QA.
don't know how it.
Some people don't actually have QA.
I think that we have multiple different
Lower
development teams,
cards.
I don't know.
and I think
Well,
some of
there's-
them are more susceptible to the QA thing, and others are it's their job to make new features to please customers. And I don't know that because it's always very half-assed. Like, well, we're putting it behind a flag, and we're only putting part of it out right now, and then only these customers are testing it, so we're turning the flag on for them. And then it's like, so at what point do you consider it completely rolled out, and then are you gonna finish documenting it? Because they never do. It just slowly appears. And
Well, but there's ways where you do that and it works and it's successful.
right, there's
But,
the right way to do that.
But even then, no matter how little of a process you have with Q and everything, there's still so much of a trail of who did this in code. Of
Yeah.
there's no way they put it in and did something, and there not be fingers pointing it back at this person did this.
Well, okay, they
that
do.
you-
They knew. Like I asked the guy, he answered every one of my questions. He goes, "Oh, it just does this." But how? You're right. How do they get away with saying that they completed this other feature request when they've done the tiniest percentage of it?
I have
And why do you feel like you can get away with
4
not doing it?
erroneous test records sitting in a stage database that then got moved, copied and pasted into production that are test records that should have never been in production in the first place. And I can tell you which 2 developers did it.
Uh-huh.
I know which 2 did it, and I messaged them earlier today.
Yeah.
It's like, you guys have to be better with this database because anything that ends up in this database ends up in production. You got to clean up after yourself.
Oh, boy.
Well, and that's pretty serious because you're finance, right? Which is,
Yeah,
what does that mean?
well,
Well, you are or not? Are you the highly regulated kind of finance or not?
this particular database is not the highly regulated part of finance. But if this had happened to any other
Still, it's
database
the-
in our department,
If you don't
it
follow the
falls under FICRA at that point.
right, and if you don't follow a process in something that's not as important, who's to say you won't?
I only get away with moving data from a stage database to production because it's not finance. It's a database that holds information that says Walmart is the name of a company. Their website is walmart.com. Amazon, that's a company. Their website is amazon.com. If it had been any other database in the department besides mine, it'd be a really big problem. But because it's mine, it just makes me angry that somebody was that reckless.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you don't want.
Yeah.
It's just
Ugh.
bad habits,
It could have
bad
easily have
practice.
been a different one.
Leaks.
I've been in multiple meetings where I have to have the first 5 to 10 minutes explain to people that this database doesn't have sensitive data. It takes me 10 minutes to explain to the security guys every single meeting what kind of data is in it. I'll have to go through this same example of Walmart's a company, right? Do you think everybody knows Walmart's a company? If somebody were to hack this database and they discovered that I think Walmart is the name of a company, do you think there's going to be any repercussions to that? It takes me 10 minutes every one of these meetings to get them on the same page. And they're like, so what you're saying is this is not sensitive information. Correct.
Yeah, but
Because everybody here knows that Walmart is the name of a company, right?
Aren't you storing that data in a proprietary manner? Are you divulging our secrets?
That I know that Walmart's a company. Not only that, but we may have spent millions of dollars giving it to another company
Wow.
who provided us information telling us that Walmart is a company and we know their website. Hold on, wait, hold on. Not only do we know their website, millions of dollars, that Walmart is the name of a company, we know their website, and an image of their logo.
Wes, this is online. We're streaming.
Oh crap, wait. Hold on. This is proprietary information. I know that the people online
Quick, yeah, 30
might not
seconds
know.
Inside trading.
Inside trading. Walmart, you forget really quickly about Walmart. Walmart doesn't exist. I never said the words Walmart. It drives me crazy.
That logo's copyright.
Oh.
Just be having that in a database.
Oh, I'm having to build a process just in case a company says we didn't give you permission to show people our logo on the internet, where you got our logo from.
Oh, yeah.
So on the internet, where we got your logo, you're saying I can't also put your logo on the internet?
Because they don't want it associated with you.
It's not associated with me. It's associated with somebody who shops at Walmart.
Yeah,
This
we don't
person-
like those people.
Right. Imagine, if you will, you're a human being on planet Earth, and you've been shopping before. I bet, especially in this country, there's
know what
a
a
pretty
Walmart
good
is?
chance you've been to Walmart. And really good chance you used a credit card at Walmart, or a check, or a debit card, or some other way of electronically providing them money. Now you later want to know, where'd that money go? Where'd that money go? I don't know where it went. So at that point, if I were to remind you that you spent that money at Walmart, and just in case that name doesn't ring a bell,
You gonna give us a logo?
Smiley face?
I'm gonna show you a picture about yay big. That's a logo of that company. Somebody might take exception, and I've got to build. Now I have to build software to accommodate, just in case.
Someone doesn't like that.
Just in case Walmart says, "Now wait a minute, we don't want people to know they shop here." How dare you advertise to them and remind them that they like shopping at our establishment? I've got to build software to accommodate something that the business people came up with, like, well, what if? What if Walmart don't like being advertised? What if Walmart says, how dare you show the Walmart logo from the internet on the internet? Well, now I've got to accommodate that. Now, what if somebody's browser,
No.
what if somebody's browser, this is going to really throw you,
This
is set to dark mode?
Like mine.
Do you know what those logos look like? They look a little different sometimes. Those logos, instead of a white background, they often have a black background if you're in dark mode. If you spend millions of dollars and pay a company for these logos and you tell them, hey, we need the dark mode versions of these,
It's going to cost you a few mil more.
let's say you've already paid a few million and you said, we need the dark mode versions of these. Now, would you A, get versions of these logos that have a black background instead of a white background and call them dark mode? Or would you send them all through a process that would invert all the colors as if it was a negative from a photograph from the 80s
Oh no.
and say, here you go,
Oh
here's
no.
dark mode. Now, I've given you millions of dollars.
Oh no.
So far, you've provided me 300 company logos successfully. 300. Millions of dollars. And all I asked for was
Dark mode.
5,000, and I want a light mode and dark mode. So far, you've successfully given me 300 of just light mode. And what do you think I got for those dark mode logos?
Oh no.
What do you think I got for those dark mode logos? Something nobody even conceived they would possibly give us as an option. Like
I guess
I
now you
bet
have,
some of those look demonic.
now you have high contrast
7-Eleven
mode.
looks kind of weird. That red and green, it looks real weird when you invert those and say, this is 7-Eleven in dark mode. We're just like, what the hell is this? How much money did we pay them for 300?
Man.
Give me the millions of dollars.
Yeah, I'll
find
do
you
it.
300 dark mode
I'll-
logos.
I'll spend as much time as it takes to convert those.
It
Oh,
shouldn't take long.
No, you could just make a Photoshop script and do it in like an hour.
I bet if you ask ChatGPT for this,
Yeah, I could do it.
it's one of those jobs that ChatGPT really might be able to do.
Give me an hour, maybe a day, and I can make a Photoshop script to do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
That's my life.
the more money that's involved in transactions, the less like skills you have to have.
The less likely of it succeeding as well. I mean, in my experience.
So we just have too many skills.
We have too many skills.
Yes.
We're too good. Why?
Oh boy.
It's amazing.
Oh, yes.
They have to come up with something. They have to come up with something new for you to do. Sometimes I wonder how much
I was already swamped.
of the work
I was already way
is
behind and
the
swamped.
result of like people going, let's go with something else. Just make something up. You have
Now,
to keep working.
I can't complain too much because in the last 4 years, this is maybe the second time that someone other than me came up with the requirements of something that we should do. So, I mean, at least they're
thinking for themselves.
thinking for themselves and coming up with what the business requirements should be for something that my team should do. It's happened, a couple times now. So they're getting
Progress.
it's progress. So that's
You know.
you just consider this progress that they're getting better.
Yeah. Something like that.
I'm gonna stop doing product's job any day now. Because they'll be on top of it.
Well, you just need to put your foot down and create a blocker. My blocker is product. I can't do my job until they do their job.
That's about to happen in Q3,
Do it.
where I'm like, nah, you know what?
Bring the hammer.
I'm
down.
done doing their job, and I'm gonna stop.
Quit being the
I
nice
create a lot of Jira tickets. All of my team's Jira tickets, 90% of them come from me. They're all requirements that I come up with. The other 10% I have to block because I'm like, so what is it you want us to actually do here? I read them through them and go, so what does success look like? What's the action in all of this 2-paragraph of rambling in this Jira ticket? At what point did you say there was something actionable for my team to do?
Yeah, but you're the expert.
I sent that. Did I tell you I sent that?
Yeah, you did.
There's the one product person who really is awesome and got it. Only he's not even remotely related to my team. The one competent product person. I'm the expert. So I told them in Q2, my team's going to spend almost all of their time doing my to-do list of the things. We made their deadlines. We made their deadlines for the last 3 quarters. We made all the deadlines. And now there's a whole bunch of mess behind us. A whole lot of problems that caused. We're going to spend Q2 fixing it. And what they don't know yet is those are the last year's tickets I'm writing. When Q3 happens, it's just going to be like, I don't know what you want me to do with this sprint. What did you guys
come up with?
What's your storyboard look like? Sure. You haven't had any storyboarding or backlog grooming? What do you want us to do next sprint?
It's kind of essentially
Looks
what I
kinda
started doing
empty.
at my last job.
Just
I just kind of stopped doing stuff for them.
make them come up with an idea. What happens if they have to idea? What's the new dumb word they started using? Ideate? Or something like that? Like, that's not a word, you morons. I'm not gonna ideate anything.
So there's a software I'm gearing up to do some fixes for, but it's one that's been there since like the start of the company. So it's like 30 years old. This little piece of software, and it's been like, instead of ever being rewritten, they just kept stacking more technology and frameworks on top of it over and over again. But it's like the software
It's
that's
like
like,
a Jenga tower.
yeah, it really is. And it's like a software that's used like twice a year by a person that had left a while ago. So now there's a new guy that started, and he's the only one he's only been looking at it for like 6 months, and he's the only one in the company that uses it at this point. But it's used during like a critical like risk assessment part of the business for like one key part of it. But so it's like an
The
important piece
part
of
that keeps the
software.
rest of us from asphyxiating.
Well, no.
That part of it.
Well, there's another part that does way more of that,
Okay.
but this is more like,
I want that part to work.
no, that part works. It's the other legal part of like who we have to. Anyways, I'm not gonna go any further into it. It's less of could this blow up around people part, or more of like the legal ownership part of it.
Yeah.
But there was one part of it has a couple like reports, and I was like, I've seen all these files I didn't recognize, and this like framework I didn't recognize for these reports that were like embedded in the software. And I was like, wow, what is this thing called? And I started. They've like kept all of their records from like forever. They have this massive OneDrive that's just full of millions of files, and any old ones they just stick in like old folders. They got to the point in this thing where they can't make any more outer directory folders. They've hit the limit of directory folders
The
that
operating
Windows
system has a
allows.
limit, yeah.
Yeah, they hit the operating system limit for folders created, and so they had to lock it down and be like, okay, nobody else can make anything on these outer folders. You can only make it in subfolders. That's how much stuff they have on this OneDrive. And I started searching through it, and I finally found an old record of people who had installed software to be able to operate this framework for the reports. And it's like this 25-year-old piece of software that no longer works on any modern .NET framework. That we're just kind of lucky that the DLLs that they had downloaded way back then still function in the app. That I no longer have access to get like updated ones. And I finally found like a modern version of it, and it's like thousands and thousands of dollars to buy like a single dev license to be able to like use it again. But it's like this weird Jenga software, and this one part is just like this super, super old report framework.
Oh my god.
It's crazy.
Oh. Reminds me of like I have these old Blu-ray discs that I have that I burned like some whatever they call ISO
Yeah,
files
ISO.
onto, and
Mm-hmm.
and they're just these really old
you not explain
programs,
this?
and like I tried pulling
Where'd you
one
get
out
that
and
card?
getting it to work
It's right here.
it's not gonna.
It's not possible.
It's just not gonna.
Is it this? Maybe it's like
I think
this.
That was
Yeah.
this. 243.
This is
card. All this was supposed to be returned.
yeah. That's supposed to be returned.
But did we explore any of those?
That's just the entrance where the
Do we
sheep
need to?
are, and
Just
like
the
the
sheep.
lady with the carrots.
think one of them had like, I remember there was like LimeWire.
I don't know. Do you want the carrot lady?
Like when I was pirating stuff and like some of those, I'm like,
He's got a
what would
carrot.
it connect to? And like, no, it doesn't. It just won't.
Do you want to turn carrot in?
Oh, I was hoping that she like, yeah, like can
Get you something.
make me some juicy juice.
Makes you focused or
Literally anything, lady.
whatever.
What number was it?
There's a card that I had out that we were staying on. Oh, did we already put it away?
253? I think it was 253. Oh, wait.
Well, 253 will tell us what it is, because that's the exit.
Okay.
Man, how do you deal with something like you have
That's
to find
different.
either
At this point, because
you have
what
to
it
buy a new
is,
license for the new thing.
well, it's a software that allows it to do like the designer visualizer of the reports, and so if I have to make an edit to the reports, I just have to do raw XML, and just hope
Which one's
that I'm changing in a way that it will accept. Otherwise, I have to integrate a new reporting system on top of the old one. Which I'm not sure whether the people that I'm getting ready to have meetings with, whether they need anything changed with the reports. I'm really hoping not.
Oh, jeez.
They just need help. Because there's such weird rules with how you navigate through the software that just nobody knows anymore. And so like part of what I've been doing is figuring out what those rules are of like, well, if you want to do this at this window, you first have to go to this window and select this stuff.
Oh,
And so I'm like reading through the logic, trying to figure out what those steps are and rewriting their like manual essentially. So this guy can like do
Can do
anything.
So what is it? 181?
And then it's essentially up to me and this guy of like, do we need to change this logic or
dang.
181?
whatever? But
Is
it's
it
just like such old stuff.
the lady, or is it further in town? The carrot lady.
Carrot
I
Lady
don't
was
know
just
which
at the
lay-
entrance.
Because that's probably a sheep, so it's probably that one.
181.
It's
'cause
the
this
one-
is 243.
It's the one on that side of it. Yeah, it's this one right here. 181.
Okay, I'll read it real quick. Bring me enough gambler's boon and I'll show you how to make great juice from them. If you want to take the following action, you must discard one gambler boon. Drink this beer before it turns or you'll be in for some nasty stomach cramps. If you choose great strength, one of all the characters. Oh wait.
I can choose
Strength or fortune?
fortune.
Okay.
I don't need strength. I need fortune.
Strength will give you +7 cards. Back.
Oh, fortune give me.
And then fortune will give you 154 and then
Is that the lucky
and then
card?
249s.
It might be.
I think it is lucky actually.
I think I want fortune.
So 154. You're lucky, and then 249s. 2049 cards.
Yes.
Alright.
Be a moment.
There we are.
Yeah. Get rid of all that. Thank you.
And then it's like 10:20,
Yeah.
so we're probably gonna stop there.
Yep.
Get when you're ready. Give me a numeral 9, will you?
Dear Internet, thank you for joining us on this adventure as we peruse the vast lands of the
The burrowed
The
Citadel.
Citadel.
Lands.
land.
One of the 7
The
citadels.
collapsing lands.
The collapsing lands
That's what it's called.
of the cycles, seventh of the cycles,
Seventh
of the
cycle,
suns,
seventh citizen.
of the reversals.
Citadel of the
As we try to find a bird that we're gonna give to another bird who's gonna make it sentient.
Bird. Yeah.
Yeah, right. I honestly don't understand what's happening.
Birdman setting up some kind of ritual to turn another bird we find
the
into a
smart
sentient
birds.
bird. That's the chosen bird.
Yeah.
They're gonna turn a bird into a chosen bird that can
No, we're
calm the egg that's.
No, we have to
gassed
pick the
over.
chosen bird that they're gonna turn into a smart bird that's gonna protect the egg.
Yeah.
and we've heard of one.
You get
Oh yeah,
rid of it.
maybe.
And this was all prophesied long, long ago on some sort of tablet.
No, on a big rock that some giants memorized very smartly as they were destroying it, getting stuff stuck in their feet and trying to see the reflection in the lake and
I love that they just like I remember her in the picture. I
yeah,
remember exactly what was in that picture.
we have photographic memories.
I can tell you exactly where all the lines are.